It's just a star, man.
But it's iconic.
Shout out
So
to-
is a
That
Raider.
is the most iconic
but there's
logo
nothing
in
more
NFL
prestigious than a
history.
Raider.
Welcome back to the Triple Threat Podcast presented by Betalytics Sports Betting. Before we get into the episode, we got ads, as always.
That time.
Energize without the crash. Get clean, jitter-free energy with W Energy. No sugar, no calories, no artificial dyes. Jitter and crash-free for sustained focus. Use code The Triple Threat, all caps, for a special deal of 10% off. Power up with W Energy today.
Shout out to Whole Strength. At Whole Strength, we're more than just clothing. We're on a mission to spread the gospel through what we wear, through faith-driven designs, building a community, and representing our belief in Jesus with pride. Use code TRIPLE10 all caps for an exclusive discount. Join the movement and wear your strength in Christ with Whole Strength. Insane.
All right.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome back. Welcome back to the studio.
Stooge.
I don't know why I said Stooge. I think I'm losing
The
it.
Three Stooges.
Just a little bit.
We are the Three Stooges, but
Apparently.
you know what? It's
We have that many brain cells.
Sometimes.
that too.
At least me.
Honestly. Yeah, I was doing day.
Not
Good
bad.
day-
Pretty good.
Good day today. No, nothing crazy happened out last week. I don't know, cause it's like been a week. I feel like it's been a week.
It's been a week, yeah.
It's been a week. Yeah.
No.
No. Any
Not for
wedding
me.
news that we need to catch the fans up on, or no?
It's still happening.
Yeah.
That's-
There's
that's-
the-
that's-
there's
it's
the-
still
there's
on.
the-
It's still on.
It's still on.
There's the news.
But, like, is there
That's
any-
the good thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing really
Mhm.
new. I mean, everything's set.
Just like the NFL offseason.
Just gotta be.
Nothing going on.
It's just gotta be like everything else. Gotta be like paid for.
What's like 2 months?
Yeah.
Do you have your suit?
Almost 2 months. What?
Did you have your suit?
Not yet.
Have you ordered it?
Not yet.
Okay, good. Because I need to order mine still.
I ordered mine already because I understood the assignment.
I'll have a suit.
I know, I'm joking.
But I mean, besides that, nothing. Like
Now
my
I'm on
sister
a-
had a baby shower.
There we go. Come
Oh,
on.
nice.
Love that. Love that for you. Do they? That
We got
was
some
that the
cool
gender
news,
reveal?
but I'm not gonna say it.
So they revealed the gender at the party.
No,
Okay, cool.
no. A baby shower and gender reveal are different.
Oh yeah, that is different. Yeah, you're right.
Well, that can be
You're right,
done at
you're
the
right.
same
Well,
time.
they
but
It could
can.
be both. It
If
could
you
be
wanna
both,
know
but
the
we don't- yeah,
gender.
I didn't know.
They don't want to know the gender, so they want to find
so
out.
it's a surprise.
So they're just
Yeah.
gonna find out when they
Yeah, the
Oh.
baby pops out and they're like,
they'll know.
boy
Do they have the name for either or? Whether
or girl, huh?
Do they have the names ready in case either or?
Do you have
They-
Jake Jr.?
Yeah,
Wish.
they have. I know. The girl is Olivia,
Cute.
and then the boy is Noah.
Tough.
I think it's Noah
You
or
can't
something
really go
else.
wrong with Noah. You can't really go wrong with Noah.
What was the
I
other
didn't too
one?
many notice them say anything otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Noah's a good name. It's a great name.
Oh,
Um,
it's
The Bible
Noah
shows
or
it.
Owen.
Owen, Olivia. Not it's not a bad name. It's just
Do they know it's not twins?
It's a lot of O's.
What?
Do they know it's not twins?
It's not twins.
Okay.
Not twins. Okay, cool.
Just checking.
Not twins.
Be funny.
My sister would not like
I'm
if it was
just-
twins.
I just need the weather.
Just for the
I
fact
need
that
the
she doesn't
weather-
want to have twins.
Yeah, I need the weather to figure itself out.
Oh yeah, it was
It's
freezing
too cold.
It was cold.
It was too cold today.
It was
It's
35 degrees
April.
when I was
It's
at work.
April. Like we just
Yeah, it's
being like people don't understand this. Being in Pennsylvania, bro. One day it'll be 7. It was like last Saturday. It was 77 degrees outside. It was hot, and now today it was like
it was like 80
we hit
degrees.
lows of 19. I was like, what are we doing,
All right.
I think it should be like soon. Like
bro?
soon, it should be like fully,
More consistent.
Fully into
like
spring.
fully warm.
Yeah.
Like it's not
But we're
gonna be
getting
go back
the
to
April
cold.
showers though, because it's like been nonstop rain for the past couple of days. Other than today.
I love it.
Today was pretty nice.
I love it when it rains.
I don't mind rainy days. It's just
Okay.
like it's.
See, when it rains at my work, it means I don't have anyone there.
Okay, that's true, but like, I don't know.
I like rain. I just don't like when it pours.
Yeah.
There's
If
a
it's like-
certain
if it's
occasions
like
that's okay.
If it's like drizzle
If
to
I
like.
if I get to be if it's like a Saturday night and it's just pouring rain, I don't even mind a thunderstorm at
See,
that
that's
point. It's
different
like
though. That's
like
when you're
summer-
inside. But if you have to
summer-
go
no, that's
somewhere,
what I'm saying. Like it's
Yeah.
like snow.
yeah.
When you don't have to be anywhere, like
Yeah.
remember when we were at school and like we had a snow day and you just got to sit in the lobby and watch it snow.
We took over the lobby those days.
Oh, we owned the lobby.
We
and
owned the lobby.
and you know what's
when it
funny?
was Snow days.
We all those times we did that and not a single RA or anyone
No
said
singular
anything.
person said a word.
Don't
They were
care.
just like, cool.
They just know. We just were like, oh, that's our area.
Yeah.
It's like,
they
oh,
just
that-
knew. They just knew. They just knew.
The best is summer thunderstorms.
It gets
though.
even funnier because I was talking. It's even funnier because I was talking to my sister and she was talking about how other people were talking about it in like other buildings.
Yeah, they're like,
Oh yeah, it's that group.
it's that group of people.
Yeah. Oh shoot.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
those people.
See, Michael, I was having with somebody about this
Peely.
that we will talk about during the first episode or the first part of the episode because that's like a Christian thing that I'm like very frustrated about and I'm passionate about that I will talk about, but I don't want to get into it now because
Okay.
that's a whole nother thing.
All right,
But,
then
like,
we'll just get
whoa,
straight into the first
boy.
thing.
Oh, that grinds my gears. But yeah,
So
let's
we
go.
got a potential.
I was gonna say something before that. I was gonna make a joke about our fantasy league we're in right now.
Baseball.
Oh, apparently
Base-
you're getting cooked in the baseball fantasy league.
Me?
I'm not in it.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about baseball to be in it. They wanted to do it, and I was like, you know what?
Dude, I just
Rock
want to say
out.
Bro,
one thing.
fantasy baseball is
be
freaking hard.
He should be really proud of me. I'm 2-0 right now.
I'm 0-2. Bro,
I don't-
fantasy baseball is hard.
That's what I'm saying.
and I'm
bro.
beating someone by 50 right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
It's-
And like, is there like even like I know like in fantasy football, there's like you have such like the week of the games, and then it's like a break.
No, it's like
This is
But it's
every
like
day.
It's
it's like
non-stop.
it's like basketball more than
It's
football.
non-stop.
Yeah, it's every
Games
single
every
day
day.
because there's games every single
See,
day.
that would just confuse me. I like having
Okay,
like I
two
like
things.
having a couple days where I could be like, okay, let's see. Do I have to switch up the teams? Is there somebody that's not doing good I need to put on my bench
Oh.
and someone else?
You
I
do the
start?
same thing,
And
it's just a lot
This
more.
is-
I just feel like
See the,
for me, I know
this-
they have that
that's
ability,
my
which
best
is
friend.
nice.
Like
Which
the
is
whole
nice,
matchup
but like
setup.
I like having a couple of days, which
What?
is why I love fantasy
You do
football.
quick lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like having
I
those
don't
days
know
from
otherwise.
like Tuesday to Tuesday and
Let's see
Wednesday,
if mine changes.
where I'm like I can I can do trades, I can fix my lineup, I can look into the next day and next matchup and see how it's looking like matchup wise, like who I have to beat. And so like I like having those. Well, like
When we get to-
basketball and baseball, like I only did fantasy basketball. When did I do it? Twice. It was once or twice during
We
college.
did it once.
Once or twice during college. I didn't like it because it was like non-stop. I had to keep checking my fantasy every stinking day. While
Yeah.
football, it's like I could check Tuesday, Wednesday, and then after that, just let it rock. 'cause
I
didn't
did
know
it
my
one
team
time.
sucked.
I did it last year, basketball again.
And then maybe Sunday when we were watching games, I'm looking at my fantasy.
Oh, I'll,
and see,
like having
yeah.
it open versus
Yeah,
working on it are
that's
two different things.
Two different things.
Baseball.
We're gonna be doing a big fantasy league this year.
Oh, bro.
Like,
Fantasy football. this
Fantasy
year,
football is
I'm
so
gonna
much
lock-
fun.
We're gonna have
Hey.
a podcast one
Oh, I'm
that
gonna
we're gonna
lock
post
it.
about.
I'm gonna.
Fantasy football is just fun.
Oh yeah.
It's better than baseball
Like-
and basketball. I'm sorry, it is.
It,
It is.
I love
No,
And if anyone disagrees with me,
I think it goes.
fantasy baseball is fun. It's
I
just
feel like
a
it was
lot.
one of the original ones.
It's a lot.
Baseball was really. They've had that for years now.
No,
that's
like
true. That's true.
like fantasy football is just it's a lot easier. Cause like all you have to do is set a
There's
lineup.
3 days a week that there are games.
Yeah, you set a lineup. If someone like you'll know when like someone's injured or like it's just very.
Oh, it's what makes it better than
Lot less
basketball,
moves you
because
have to
it'll be
make.
like day of. Oh, we're not playing this guy. Oh,
Yeah,
great
it's the
to know.
same with
Like,
baseball because like you have to wait till like if they
We're
set a
talking
lineup in baseball and one of the guys you have isn't playing,
Uh-huh.
it won't tell you until they send out the lineup, which is like 3 hours before the game,
Yeah.
But like,
or maybe that like 2 hours. So like if you're not paying attention like and you don't have a guy that's playing, then you're not gonna be able to switch them out. It's just every single day.
I just
it's a
won my
lot.
third. I won another championship though, so I'm hoping to win my.
I won our college fantasy league stuff though. Like
That was
basketball one.
tough.
I was very
I was
happy.
gonna say, like-
even though mine wasn't that good. My bracket wasn't good, but it was just because Florida won that I got the win. Because everyone picked. Someone picked St. John. I was like, oh, you picked St. John. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you out like
Somebody
that.
picked St. John.
I'm
What an
so
idiot.
sorry.
I was just
didn't mean
waiting for him to realize that it was me.
Yeah, my bad. I honestly forgot.
Because everyone else picked Florida or Duke.
Because I didn't want to pick. I didn't want to pick like.
Why didn't you pick
Like a
Houston
team
since you were
that's-
so likely to get?
Because Houston was a 1 seed. Like, I'm not gonna go back into
Yeah,
that.
we already had a big argument about the
Because
We're not
like
gonna
Houston
get
was a 1 seed, so like 8% of like being picked the winner is a lot when you think about how many brackets there are. But I didn't want to pick a common winner. I wanted to
I
pick
did-
someone
I picked
outside.
I didn't think I picked that.
That's like the
I
second
didn't
best
think-
team in the freaking bracket.
Hey, but everybody had who? Duke.
Not
It was like
everyone.
20 to 25.
I didn't.
Duke. Everyone picked Duke.
Yeah, it was Duke, Florida, Auburn, and then I don't know who the fourth. But that was the top 3 winners, percentage wise.
Go
Yeah,
ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say that, like, I think that like when it comes to like those types of modes, like games you can play, I think it goes like fantasy football, March Madness.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna say basketball over baseball because it's just a lot simpler.
Maybe you have to be.
I get it.
You have to really like be in. You have to be into baseball to be.
I just feel like it's just simpler too.
For,
because
like-
it's also a lot less games.
Yeah, like to actually keep up with every single day. You have to like baseball.
Yeah, which I'm
Like, if
I'm working on. Like,
We're getting
I'm
there.
gonna start watching
Slowly
some more
but surely
Phillies
getting
games
there,
and
yeah.
Nats.
Yeah.
The Nats are winning again.
All right, let's get into
Yeah, we
our-
beat the Dodgers.
I know you're winning again right now
Oh, we
against
are?
them.
Oh shoot!
It's 2-0.
but he's not locked in. All right, football stuff.
Yeah. So
right,
the
let's get into
first
it.
thing we got, the potential 18 game season, which I think is going to happen.
At least the way this
It's-
guy said it. would be
It's
interesting.
very likely this is going to be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
The players are going to hate it, which
Two's
I
probably-
understand.
Two's gonna die.
Yeah. It's just.
Like, I completely get why players would hate this because they didn't even like the 17 game schedule.
I did see one person. Joe Burrow had, I feel like, the best opinion on it. I saw he
Well,
wanted to.
he vouched for the 18.
He vouched for the
He
18,
vouched
but he
for
gave
it,
them
yeah.
a way to make it work.
Mhm.
Is you put
Wait, I
like,
have details. I think what you're about to say is part of this.
Is it what Joe Burrow like? Is it?
No,
No.
it's something else that somebody else.
But
said.
I think it's the same. Is it? So this guy said how it would work. There's 2 bye weeks for all
Here,
teams.
you can look at it. I have it on Twitter.
Is that what you were gonna say? Or part of it? A 20-week season. Only 2 preseason games.
No, his was a little different. His
Week-
was you know how
Here, just let him finish and then he'll get.
Okay.
Then we'll get yours.
Week 1 would be Labor Day weekend.
Okay.
So that would be, what is that, like a week, 2 weeks before it normally starts? Because it usually starts like the
Yeah.
11th
And
or something. Or like that week.
Yeah, somewhere around.
Like
that time.
Thursday,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah.
Thursday game is like that week.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then Super Bowl would be President's Day weekend.
Okay.
And then a national holiday. National holiday day after Super Bowl. So you'd get off work the Monday after the Super Bowl,
Which is how it should. be.
which I
Which is how it should.
thought this should have been a thing
And we're
already.
not. Look, I'm not. And let me say this for the people out there that drink. I'm not saying I do, but for the people that do, they would love
it would
this
be very appreciated.
because
That would
those
help.
people that be getting absolutely hammered after the Super Bowl would have the time to
And like if your
like
team
like
wins,
the hungover John.
and like if your team happens to be the team that wins the Super Bowl,
You're gonna
you
be up all
don't want to
night.
go to work the next day. You
You're
want
gonna
to
be up all night.
celebrate.
You're gonna be up all night
Like,
celebrating.
you want to be able to celebrate your team winning the Super Bowl.
Because I bet you all the people that were out in Philly on Broad Street.
I will say
that
one thing
night,
about Philadelphia though. If
that
you live in
night was
Philly,
different.
but if you live in Philly, most people have the day off.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm saying like
I
for
think
those people specifically.
Even schools like they have the day off.
I think they had the day. I know they had the day off
In the
for
parade.
the
I think-
parade.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think the only thing
Like
that
no
was
school that day.
the way the guy talked about the 18 games. The only thing that was, it's the 2 bye weeks.
I
I don't It would. I would have to see how it would be done for me to say that would work, because then it'd be like.
Matchups would be weird, but
Yeah, and also like that would just make the season. Not saying I'm saying this. I love watching more games. I'm not saying having, like you said, a 20-week season.
Fans,
I'm not saying a 20-week season is not great, but I think that having it will just
Another
make
week.
for the players. I think it being that much longer, it's just like they're gonna feel like it's so like the season will feel longer than it already is, and it already feels longer with 17 games. Add another game in there, and it's like.
Can I say what Joe Burrow
so much
was?
more.
Yeah.
So he also had like there being another bye week, but instead of it being nothing just certain teams getting that bye week, it would be a league-wide bye week, and we would move the Pro Bowl to the middle of the season.
To the middle of that week, yeah.
Like the NBA does with their All-Star weekend.
The bye week, one of the bye weeks would be
A
the Pro
league-wide
Bowl.
bye week.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
which is a way more relaxed week. You got like a few
and I would
games.
honestly, I would think more people would want to do that Pro Bowl because they're in the middle of the season. They're already like.
I mean, that would make more.
thick of it.
That would make more sense because I feel like a lot of more people would watch that than it being after the season because. No one likes the Pro Bowl
everybody
anymore.
just wants to.
I think we get rid of the actual game and do more events.
Yeah, but
skill showcases.
Yeah.
Like that would no one cares about the game. I watched the skill showcases and the dodgeball. Those things are actually fun still.
Watch the game a little bit, but not too much.
The flag football it's dumb. It's just as dumb as what the Pro Bowl ended up being.
See, it's dumb now, but then when it's in the Olympics, that won't be dumb.
No, flag football is different in the Olympics.
In the Olympics, it would be cool.
I know,
because you're playing for medals.
It's effort.
It's different now in the NFL than it would be when the Olympics.
Yeah,
around. That's
because you're playing for something.
Because people actually playing. Yeah,
you're playing for medal. Like you're the country you're representing.
Anything could be entertaining if
there's motive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
because that they're just. They're just messing around.
The NBA All-Star Weekend got bad, and then they added motivation of like charity donations, and then it got entertaining for like a year or so, and then back to being kind of mid.
Like I like the idea. I do like that idea more than like just the two random bye weeks.
Yeah.
Like having 2 bye weeks.
And also only 2 preseason games.
Yeah, preseason games.
No, I don't really
dumb.
I go to one, but like
I get
cheap.
it. I get it. It's like game action for guys that are trying to make the team, but we don't need 3.
Why not? How about this? Off season, do more scrimmages, and maybe have fans go to them.
Yeah, you could or joint practices.
That's what I'm saying. Like joint practices.
I think training camp would be the preseason.
Yes.
I think training camp would be the preseason.
Yeah, and then you do like joint practices, scrimmages.
I still remember watching years ago.
Like I would say, like if it were, I think it'd be. Oh my god, it'd be difficult for like. Certain teams because like if it was like Steelers and the Eagles do like a joint practice. That's distance travel to go do that, but then like.
No, it wouldn't be like. Are you saying like teams from like if the Chargers were gonna practice with the Jets,
like regionally, like regionally.
I mean, the one I remember the most is still going to be the Texans versus Commanders from years ago
when D-Hop broke
his
Hall's ankles.
He literally got injured in that play.
Yeah.
And then, I just think that would keep it regional rather than having intercom.
He's like, I only fear God.
Like having people go from the west to the east coast or east coast to the west, 'cause it can get difficult. But
I mean, you got the Rams.
It would have to be regional.
That's what I'm saying. I think that would just make more sense. But I'm not saying I would love to have an 18 game NFL season, and that fact that we're getting close to it, I think, is good.
It's gonna happen because it's voted on by owners.
I want to see.
Owners like money.
Yeah,
I want to see how the NFL is gonna try and handle the games and stuff because how they would be how those would be leveled out so that it's all fair and no one's we're not having what we had last season where we had the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Chiefs had 4 games on top of each other that one.
Oh yeah, the 3 games in 10 days.
Exactly. That is unhealthy because NFL players will get tired and they will not want to play.
I think they will fix.
I think they should
with
fix it.
adding
That was
because
ridiculous.
they added weeks to this, like total weeks.
You gotta look at the schedule a lot better. Like, come on, you have all this time to plan out a schedule.
Exactly. Make it make sense so that players can have a
Yeah,
break.
they just have
Make
to
it make sense.
They
Like,
just
no
have to
back-to-back
schedule
Thursdays.
it.
Yeah,
Better.
back-to-back Thursdays is ridiculous. Ugh.
Like, if you know that someone's playing on Christmas Day too,
yeah.
Yeah, you can't have. You have
Especially,
they have to
especially
play.
the holidays. The holidays have to be made sense because
there's now more games
No,
on Christmas
or-
now.
exactly.
Or
So they have to be
if
figured
if you play on Christmas, you have a bye week the next week.
That would,
out. Makes
yeah.
sense.
Like like they have to schedule.
Isn't that a
better.
little late for a bye week?
It's
Yeah, but there's two now.
It's happening.
Okay, if there would, yeah,
If there's
that's true. There
two,
would be.
then
Yeah.
like the teams on Christmas would have to be the teams on bye.
Yeah. But I think
that'd be
I
four
think
teams on bye. That would make
No, that'd be
for the holidays,
There's
three
only-
games now.
There's three. I thought it was only two.
There's three now.
they're adding
I
another
added
one,
a
yeah.
third one.
So now there's six.
Okay, that's
six
So one of the
teams.
games is probably going to be morning.
So that would probably be all the teams
or
on that
two
bye.
games in the afternoon and then one
Yeah.
one prime time. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
'Cause the
think
Christmas Day games did so good.
This definitely makes sense. I'm wondering how the NFL would just be able to like make that work. Not only for the fans so that we can just get as much content as we can, but also for the players so that like they're not like dead by the time playoffs roll around.
all right.
Yeah,
So-
that's why
so-
there's
That's just me.
2 weeks.
So
Yeah.
there's been a lot of big discussions going on with rules being added and tabled.
They
mainly.
tabled the tush push, which
Yeah, that was-
I'm happy about that
I think it'd be funny if they
Um,
removed, like, if they did a temporary ban.
for a year.
You know,
Well,
which-
like-
could you like can you just
I
hear me
just
out on
don't-
it? Like, if they did a temporary ban just to see what would happen, like how much would it change, and like nothing changes. I don't really care. I honestly don't care. I just wish they would make a decision.
But like I don't know. Like my thing is like why are you banning it? Like I get it's not exciting.
It's
I get that.
yeah.
No quarterback sneak type play is exciting.
Unless it's
But-
something over like Superman, like Josh Allen did,
But like
Or Cam Newton.
or Cam Newton.
if it's because you think it's an injury prone play, there's been studies done that proves that that's not true. If it's because it's unstoppable,
do you know what the
then
exact reason that they
that was
said-
one of the main reasons.
that was? Okay, I
It
don't know
was
what
like
they
the
are.
main
teams were
reasons.
they're scared about like injury, like the injury risk of it.
Which you have to respect that as like you want to take care of your players, and I get that.
I understand that reason totally, but like I think the data, like he's.
But then Josh Allen's running it,
Yeah, I think.
or
I think
like
there's
just run it with like what the Ravens do. They run it with the tight end. Like if you're worried about that,
No,
'cause
I don't think it's the
No,
quarterback
he's got
that they're
it.
worried
Yeah,
about
yeah,
getting
you got
injured.
it.
It's
You got it.
defense.
Well, I mean, it's not any more.
I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying I think that's what they're saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying like it's not any more of a risky like injury play than like it's more dangerous of like the full speed
I mean,
than
every-
them like coming like they're like this far apart.
Everything about American football is dangerous.
Let's be honest.
Let's just
It's
get
a
that.
violent game.
Let's
Like,
get
come
that-
on.
let's
They've made
get
so
that
many
off
dumb.
it.
To be fair, they've made so many dumb rules over the last few years that would you be shocked if this was one of them? Because they just removed a celebration that does nothing to the game.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the nose wipe.
Yeah, I gotta be careful of that.
But like
The Cowboys about to.
I
don't
don't take
know.
drugs, I promise.
it's just like if you're getting mad like
The no
I feel
fun
like
league.
it's a lot about
It really is becoming the no fun league. It really is.
I feel like yes, they say like a big part of it is like the injury thing. I think it's more about like that teams like the Eagles are just built for that play. So they run it the best. Teams try to do it, but they're not built. The Eagles built their team around being able to do that.
I was thinking about this overall throughout sports of when stuff like this has happened in the past. Like when there's a play that not everyone can do, so they ban it. There's been so many times when I think of basketball a lot. When I think about like there's been plays and stuff that people used a lot and would abuse a lot, which is why like Charles Barkley. Now you got the rule on the back to the basket for so long. You can just so many.
Yeah.
There's they literally had a time period where they banned dunking. And that's why we have Kareem Skylock. That's literally the reason why that exists is because of rules because of dominance. And there's Shaq. He literally is the reason why they changed a part of the game. Like it happens throughout. Like the Yankees might be a reason this year something happens with the technically legal bats.
The torpedo bats.
The torpedo, which
they
are legal.
They're legal,
but like they might not be legal next year.
They are illegal, or they're legal?
They're legal.
Okay, you guys said illegal.
Yeah, they're legal.
I had to make sure. Yeah, okay.
But like
they're legit.
I feel
but other than the tush push rule, there are other stuff that happens.
I think these are good though. Like that's the most
That's the controversial one, but there are other ones.
Like
before we move on, this is quick about that. If you're mad about the play, like if you're a team and you're mad about the play,
so you're talking about the Packers and the Bills.
I think it's yes. Then get a better build your offensive line up better
or defensive line.
I
want us to draft.
Don't be mad at a team.
That hefty guy.
425 pounds.
Oh, the dude from Florida.
By the way, if we get that guy, the Eagles are not going to be able to run if you can't move that man.
If you're you can't be mad at a team for being that good at a play.
See, I'm a Commanders fan. I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying, if you're gonna ban it, ban it. If you're not gonna ban it, don't ban it. But let's
it's kind of dumb.
I'm kind of indifferent about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't give a crap. Make a decision though.
I think the tush push as a play is cool because Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback that can really do that because he squats like 600 pounds.
Yeah, even if they ban it, it's not going to affect the Eagles.
I think it's not really anything that I'm like too concerned
That's
about.
That's another thing. I'm like, if it doesn't affect the Eagles, just like, all right, cool.
Even if the Eagles don't get the tush push, they still have a great roster regardless.
Just Saquon's real. I secretly think Saquon wants it banned because then he's about to get like 10 more touchdowns.
He would get a lot more touchdowns. There'd be a lot more.
What do you want to bet? Like Saquon's like, okay, can you guys put your name in to have this thing banned?
And then Jalen Hurts' rushing yards is just diminished. But rushing touchdowns diminished.
I was gonna say yards. It's like
yards.
They'll lose like 20 yards.
Yeah, like even if you ban it, the Eagles just run like a regular quarterback sneak. Saquon can literally just run up and push. Like it's not gonna like.
See, but then if it was banned, they're gonna say, "Oh, that was borderline." But tush push, and then whatever.
But it's not a tush.
But I'm just saying.
Here's why I said they should
somebody.
What like somebody a loophole? He's pushing him
in New York could be like
what's it called when you pass when you snap the ball directly to the running back?
Wildcat.
Just do running.
Just Wildcat.
Wildcat.
I just don't like.
I love Wildcat.
I know you use it to me 9 times out of 10 when you play Madden. I know.
I think it's more how good the Eagles O line is.
Yeah.
Of why they're so good at it.
They have a top tier O line. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the best O lines in football. No denying that.
The one of my favorite ones that they passed was obviously the uniform one.
Oh, I did not see this one.
Remember?
Yeah, we talked about it.
We did it last week.
Oh, sorry.
Like
that was
up to 4 times.
I thought that was like
the rule is now they have they're doing alternate jerseys 4 times.
Up to 4 times. You can do it up to 4 times.
Okay, I thought it was something different. So we get to see
more of the alternate jerseys or the throwback jerseys.
It used to be 2 max.
Yeah.
I think they should get rid of more rules when it comes to the uniform. Just like.
Don't even get me started on that.
What?
Especially, I'm gonna move out of topic real quick. NBA, bring the ninja headband back. Those things were tough.
Yeah.
I love those headbands. Those headbands, I'm so pissed they took those out of 2K.
2K especially. Why? Like it's a video.
Tough.
It's a video.
Were tough, bro.
Jimmy Butler.
Oh my! Yes, bro. That was legit aura. Jimmy Butler with the ninja headband was aura.
Did they ban those?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, they banned them. It's so dumb.
Why they ban a headband?
Do you remember the reason?
Dangerous.
Like, what's dangerous about a ninja headband?
Something like fly.
Yeah,
like
the
poke someone in the eye.
Flick somebody in the eye. I'm like,
yes, that's the only reason. I'm like, I can like a little bit
make it shorter.
Yeah.
Like, just tell them to like make the things shorter.
It's one of the rules about the NBA that's so dumb. It's stupid.
They're not as bad as the NFL when it comes to no fun because you can still. There's a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. But that was like one of the ones I'm like, that pisses me off.
The one rule I want them to add in the NFL is the cleat rule. Get rid of it. Like it has to match the team's colors and stuff.
Who cares?
It's like like the NBA got rid of that a few years ago, and they've had so much fun with it.
Yeah, like AJ Brown does it, and he gets fined for it.
Like they only allow for one game of the season for the my colors, my cleat.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm saying
So then why
like
do we
AJ
allow
does
it
it,
that
but
week?
he gets
But
fined
then any
for
other
it.
week, it's not okay. It's like it doesn't like.
And he does it so his daughter can find him on the field.
Consistent.
yeah, I'm like,
NFL.
I'll take
Be
that. Like,
consistent.
yeah.
it's like,
Be
it's a sweet,
consistent,
but
bro.
like
He
It's-
makes enough money. He doesn't.
one
It's
rule.
ridiculous.
Okay,
It's
Do you
ridiculous.
guys like the first down one? The
Like the-
electronic.
The chain gang is gonna be going.
I did.
It's
I
a
did see
Sony's
something like
Hawkeye technology.
what's it called?
Primary
Josh Allen's
method
the reason
for
why they're changing rules.
as the primary method
like,
for measuring
because it's
first
a
downs
good
in
rule change.
2025.
More teams are going to benefit from it, and
They'll still have the chain gang for
I like
like
having
second opinion or
Yeah,
like
I think
For the
it-
nostalgia, but-
I think it's just fun when you see like when they do like the chain gang to it's 4th and inches, figure out if you got the first down or not, and then we just yell at the TV when the refs make
should
the wrong
do
call.
that.
That was not the right
I
call.
think I saw it
It's
on.
dumb.
It was on Caps Off. They said they should still bring out the chains and do that whole like
The whole thing.
ceremony, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
nostalgia thing, but let the technology actually make the call.
make the call, but like have it like as like the on-field view.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's dumb, but
Overtime rules,
it's
though.
whatever.
They changed the overtime rules last year, or was that 2 years ago now?
To benefit Josh Allen.
Bro,
No, I wasn't gonna say anything about
he's
Josh
the
Allen.
he's the NFL golden boy. I saw that on Twitter. I'm like, that's so true. Because
So what's-
after everything like every time something happens in like the postseason or something,
Yeah.
next year the rule changes and it's always Josh Allen and the Bills. Because it was the overtime when they lost to the Chiefs and never got the ball.
Yep.
It was the first down. And I think
The
that was
first down call from last.
To be fair,
past playoffs.
people have been saying for years though that about the overtime rule should be changed.
Yeah, they've been saying that.
It
for a
was
minute.
like not like
It
let's-
should,
just
but, like,
happens
the
to be coincidental.
timing of it-
It just looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I also don't like the overtime still. I think college football has the best overtime.
I could agree to that. I could agree to that.
Because who does not love the whole
Yeah.
I
But I
don't-
think one of
2 point
my
conversion battle
yeah.
after 2 overtime, like of double overtime, and then
Mm-hmm.
like that's,
I mean, we had fun with it like last playoffs when it was Texas and what was that other team we were watching that one week? It was Texas and another team. I want to say it was South Carolina, but I don't think it was.
then we went to like 8 overtimes.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
Texas versus,
Texas versus-
Iowa State.
Yes, and
Because it
then,
was,
and it was like back and forth, and we were
Yep.
just like this. I could watch this.
No, Arizona State. Because it
Arizona,
was
yep,
Cam Scadden.
Yep, Cam Sadaboo. That's why we were so hyped about that game.
Oh,
It was like, it's
it was the
Let's
football,
go.
the playoff.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that overtime rule, that was fun to watch. So I understand where you're
If
coming
we
from.
added that,
Yeah.
imagine that in the NFL, and you get that, and we have a Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes in those situations.
back to.
So it's under. So it's still a 10-minute time period. It's
just
just
the
every
regular
team.
season.
Every
both
team gets the ball first.
Gets the ball.
It's not bad,
which
but
I don't hate.
it's not bad. Like I have nothing
I
against
like it. Like I think.
but I think it would be cooler for college.
Yeah,
I think we keep. I understand what you're saying. Like it would be like it would generate naturally more excitement because of
I
the
have-
style.
Yeah.
But I think college should stay college with that. In NFL, like I think we got to they got to be careful of like try not to like make the NFL or like combine them too much. Cuz like we already have the NIL, which is basically just making the college like very similar to the NFL. Because like you have the transfer portal, which is free agency. They get paid. They basically have contracts. So like I think something should just keep.
I don't think there's anything wrong with any of those things for college.
No, I'm just saying like I think they should be careful of not combining the two too much.
It's going to be very hard for them not to do that because they're both the same sport, and there's going to be a lot of things that.
But
will
it's not the same sport.
I'm saying that I'm not. It is. It's both American football. It's the same
Yes,
sport.
but it's college and pros.
It's the
That's
same-
why it's two different things.
It is.
So let's stop.
It is.
Let's
I'm
stop
not disagreeing with you.
mixing
but
them
there
so
will,
much.
There will
But-
be things that will intertwine because it's both American football.
Yes, so let's keep
That's
it.
all I'm
Let's
saying.
keep it right where it is right now. Let's not do.
I will say
let's
one thing
not-
though that
do it anymore.
Negates that whole argument is you've had the UFL for years and no one says, oh, that's so similar to the NFL, and they've got pretty much all the same rules.
Minus a
The
few.
UFL does not.
Minus a few.
What real rules are different in the UFL than the NFL?
Can't you like? Or no, that's the CFL.
That's the Canadian Football League. They have a lot of different rules.
But like,
Never watched
because
that.
it's college
They got dumb
football.
rules.
The reason they do that with the UFL is because that league has failed so many times.
Goes the XFL, then the UFL.
So they're like, why don't we? They're trying to keep that league afloat and like sustainable. So they're like, hey, let's actually like make this as much as like the
Yeah,
NFL as we can.
But even
college is college.
But even
They're amateurs. Keep it that way.
But to be fair, the
To an
goal for a
extent.
lot of the college is to feed into it. Is to feed into the NFL. And you want
Yes, but
So, like,
that's
making it
when
similar is not
that's
that bad.
when they're done. Like we don't need to like integrate the two freaking things. They're
I'm saying
two
that-
different
No,
I
but
things.
it's
think
not
that- I think you
integrated.
should
They
take-
all know they're two separate things.
yeah. Take the best parts of
But what they used to not have NIL.
yeah.
Are
they
you
would-
saying
I'm
you
not
hate
saying
NIL?
that's, no.
no, they used to not
but,
have
like,
NIL, and they would just do it
No,
on the table.
I'm not saying that. I'm
Look at
not.
Cam Newton.
I'm saying that's a good thing. Like I agree that they should get paid for their image and likeness.
Okay. So then what are you complaining about?
I'm not
Or what- or
complaining.
what- okay,
I'm just
so
saying.
what are you trying to say?
Like like I'm basically just saying they need to be careful to not like to keep going with this and making the two leagues or the two levels too similar, because then it's not college. College is college because
College is not-
there's
I'm sorry,
certain
I'm
things about college football that make it that.
I'm sorry.
And
and
the
those,
NFL
and those
is
things,
not that.
and those things
Time
they
out.
can't change.
College football is not college football because it has rules that are different. It's college football because of its
The atmosphere of
Traditions,
the college.
and you're changing them.
traditions are not built on the league. It is just built by the organization, individual organizations.
Back to the NIL. The NIL is it's the NFL.
What?
Like that's contracts, money.
That NFL players are still making more money though.
No, number one.
Yes.
No, I've actually so NIL is nothing to do with contracts. NIL is endorsements outside. That's outside sports. That's just athletes
That's-
in
yeah,
general.
that's
The
just
schools pay them.
No, they do not. They are paid
They
by.
get money and pay the players. Yes, they do.
No, they do. NIL is run by outside companies.
Alright, hold on.
This
They
is why-
give
Let's
money
look.
to the programs, and then programs give them to the players.
Let's look at the definition.
How
Since-
else-
since,
Then
hold
it
on,
wouldn't
hold
be
on.
NIL. They would
Hold
just
on.
get outside endorsements.
That's how the NIL is. That's literally
Okay,
what
so look,
NIL comes
look,
from.
here's the
Then why do schools have NIL funding?
NIL funding is basically the limits of what their program's allowed to have because of the athletes. That I'm trying to describe it. So you can't have too many athletes making that much money. That's where that comes in. It's just basically based off caps, having a cap limit of what you're allowed to have. It's not you're not paying. The schools are not paying them.
Okay, well,
Yeah, so it says here, name NIL's deals allow college athletes to profit from their brand through endorsements, sponsorships, and other marketing opportunities. So there's nothing that teams are doing to bring them
Because-
money.
all right, here's the
It
best
is the NIL deals for funding that you just said that the schools can bring in, so that the players can make those deals outside of their college.
The-
But they're not getting money from
Yes,
Okay,
because
college.
say if you
fine,
transfer
fine.
from one school to
Okay,
another, you're
you're
not
right.
losing your NIL deal.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm just saying they need to be very careful to because eventually if it keeps going like this, it's not going to be college football anymore.
So
Well, it is kind of funny though. As soon as you start paying
It's
your
not.
athletes, Alabama sucks.
Like I'm sorry, like I know that sounds
think-
weird,
look,
but it's
I
just
think-
not going to be the same.
I'm not saying I'm disagreeing with you. What I'm saying is that there's something different about a college football. There will be everything that's different from a college football game to an NFL game. Is at college you will have those traditional college things that they do before games. The college fans. You have the atmosphere, which is way more than an NFL game. NFL games, NFL games with the fan bases, incredible. But college is a whole nother thing because that's a whole nother deal. So like I don't think there will be. I think we will still, even if somehow they integrate, I think there will still be a difference between college and the NFL. I just think that I think the going into like the different rule things is just giving them more opportunities to make the game more fun for them. I think that's where the differences will be. But I think that I think even if they do integrate, I think there will still be a difference between college than the NFL because I think the NFL is still the pinnacle. That's where you want to be. The NFL is where football players from college, you want to go to the NFL. That's the dream. College is just like, I'm gonna keep playing my sport now and keep trying to make my name so that when I get to the NFL, that I can be greater. So I think there'll still be a difference regardless, but I hear what you're saying. I don't think integrating the rules could make it that it could be the same.
Okay,
but
so
I think it'll still be college and NFL regardless.
I just feel like they're on a trajectory of it becoming something that they don't actually want it to become.
So I think we're far off from that happening because how much money they're actually making, athletes are actually making versus how much.
It's not all about the money though.
It's the big thing.
NIL was
a
the
big thing, but it's not. Yeah. That's not the only reason. That's a big part of it, because now they're actually getting paid like professional football players. But that's not the only reason. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
I think the better definition. I think that they should be more called semi-professional because they're not
exactly.
That's what they should be called. Because what you gotta put them on television every week.
They're at a college. You might as well just go to like the UFL.
Yes, but
if you're gonna go semi-pro,
I'm saying it should be considered
the way
more that path.
The social media is, and that all these players, whether it's football, basketball, regardless, they're all like they have people know them.
More people can tell you who the quarterback is for Texas than the quarterback is for the defenders.
I think and that's only because of social media. Like social media is more
but that's
prevalent
what you're
for
saying.
the NIL deals.
I'm not saying that
because of those NIL deals and because they can like get their names out there, people are going to know them because of those deals.
And let's be honest,
even
most
before
of these
they get to
big
the
names
NFL.
they're not students.
The NFL is still
students.
But like the NFL, but let's not twist it. The NFL is the pinnacle of where you want to be. That's where you want to be. If you are a college football player, the NFL is where you want to go.
Yeah. How many years was Carson Beck? Not Carson Beck. He's in the Rams. He went to the Rams. And he was the Georgia quarterback a few years.
Stetson Bennett.
How many years was he in college?
Like 6, I think.
Yeah, and he didn't get a degree.
Yeah. But it's
like no one's they're not there for education.
But that's different. That's different
the other
because
thing.
that was COVID.
We need to stop calling them student athletes.
That's cool.
They're just athletes.
They're not students. I guarantee they don't go to class.
We can't say all of them are not going to class.
I'm not saying all of them. Okay, if you're Abdul Carter, if you're Travis Hunter, do you really think they need to go to class?
I think I'm okay.
Or they're making them go to class?
I know Travis Hunter did.
Travis Hunter definitely.
Okay, Abdul Carter.
Yeah, Abdul Carter. No, Georgia. No.
No.
Sorry. So I'm thinking about Jalen Carter. Sorry.
Or even Jalen Carter.
That's what I was thinking about. Yeah, he definitely.
Or Cam Ward. You think Cam Ward's going to class every single day? No.
There's no way. He's got his degree in business.
We don't know. We can't just say. We can't just make the assumption.
Jesse,
that's what we do.
Jesse. First of all, facts. We're a podcast. We don't know. We really don't know anything.
He got mad at me because I said that, but then
because I was
yelling in his face. Because I didn't yell in his face about it.
No,
so it's fine.
It was literally because I was about to say, of course we don't know. We're not Abdul Carter's agent.
If we were, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd have a lot more money.
I'm just saying, like,
all right,
there's certain players you have a good.
We've been talking about the rules for the past 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
Ish.
And it's been like 15.
Yeah, ish. But
it's been 40
last
minutes.
thing, I'm joking, bro. Last one rule I want to talk about.
Like
anyway.
It's so difficult, bro. It's so difficult.
I just know how to get under his skin sometimes.
Oh, my Lord.
And I can't help myself. Just like you.
Now you know how I
feel. Just like you.
See, that's how. See, when you say
don't act like you don't do it, so you can't get that mad at me.
I don't. I haven't gotten either one of y'all's skin.
Oh,
today.
That's a bunch of crap.
Today.
Yeah, today. We're talking in general.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
Whose skin do I get under the most?
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Well,
you've gotten under my skin.
You said the most, number one.
Okay,
so
sure.
like,
you've gotten under both of our skins before.
Sure.
Like we've all done it to each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
I was gonna talk about the kickoff rule going from the 30 to
go.
the 35, but we can just move on unless you guys don't want to talk about it.
I don't care about kickers.
Yeah,
I mean that changes strategy though.
Oh, did they also remove the whole thing about the onside kick?
No, I didn't see anything about it.
Because that's still the dumbest rule they've had when the kickoff.
Oh,
like you have to announce it.
Announce it, yeah.
That removes everything good about it.
I think that the only
Especially
thing
that
about
they did it in Madden too. I wish they just got like you could turn that off in Madden. Because I'm like, oh,
the only thing about the touchback thing is like it could change like some strategy of like if you really want to kick it through the end zone. Because like then if you go to
That still got me.
if you kick it to the through the end zone, they get it at the 35. If it's like the end of a game situation, they only need like 20-25 yards to kick a field goal. Like they need less yards to get.
It will change. It will change how they think about playoffs now. So
that's the only thing.
But okay.
And maybe some like returns.
All right.
I don't know.
That's the only news in the NFL that we have right now because nothing is going on. So this is gonna be a bracket episode, and we're gonna have fun making brackets today. First bracket of the day. Cue it up.
Now we are going to determine which team has the best NFL helmet, tournament style.
Dude.
So we got all 32 teams here.
Like
we're gonna go
this
through.
Is base helmet.
Yes.
Base helmet. We're not gonna get.
This is no alternate. This is just if you need to look them up, or we have a picture of every team's helmet here.
Yes.
If you need a refresher, but we got all 32 teams.
I kind of have a good idea.
No regions, just matchups, and we're going to determine who has the best helmet. So the first matchup, we got the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Los Angeles Chargers. 1 versus 32, which is crazy. The Chargers are 32. It was random.
ChatGPT made the seating. I did not. So this is
I'm just saying this is crazy. By
I know, but I want them to understand. It's like, yeah, the 32 seed, but like, hear me out.
All right, AFC West matchup: Chiefs versus Chargers. Who do we think has the better helmet? I'll give mine. This is easy for me.
Are you looking? Or are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm looking.
This is easy for me. It's the Chargers.
I don't know. I like the Chiefs.
That have to be the deciding vote.
Yes.
The one I'm looking at, if this is the correct one, it has that number underneath the Charger. I don't like it.
It can't be that.
I hate when they.
Well, their base helmet is just like the bolt.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at though. That's what.
That's like a. Yeah, I think that's like a different version.
I'd pick the Chiefs on that one.
All right, Chiefs win.
Yeah.
Chiefs are moving on.
Another one seed moves on.
Next matchup, we got the Titans versus the Browns. I mean, the Browns.
The Browns is literally a helmet.
The Browns helmet is, but it's also it's literally their logo.
The logo is a helmet, and so it's on a helmet.
That's pretty cool, if you think about it.
It's sad that
their helmet is so iconic that it's their logo.
Titans are tough, though. I'm giving that one to the Titans. I give that one to the Titans. So,
yeah. I like
Titans?
Like the dagger kind of like.
All right,
Excuse me.
You can say what
I like the blue.
So it's Titans.
All right, Titans. I was gonna say Browns anyway.
All right, what we got?
All right, Dolphins versus the Chargers. Falcons.
Nice one.
Dolphins versus Falcons.
Ooh.
And it's not.
This is an animal.
This is their current helmet.
Dolphins versus
Falcons.
I'd say Falcons.
Not the old Dolphin. This is their current Dolphin helmet.
I'd probably say Falcons. I'm
gonna say the Falcons because I like black and obviously it's close to home. Get it?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta look. Yeah.
It was a good joke.
I'm picking the Falcons though.
Well, doesn't matter then.
Okay, so Falcons then.
What was your vote though?
I was probably gonna say Falcons anyway.
Okay, so it's a sweep. Sweep.
All right, next matchup we got the Jaguars versus the Bears.
Jags.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jags.
The Bears is iconic.
But it's just
That's an iconic.
It is, but it's
helmet.
It is. I like the.
Like that's been there since the test of time.
It is a classic helmet.
Like that's like you think of Mike Ditka. You think of who are the other guys back in the day? Like golly, like
Mike Ditka,
Sean Payton.
Refrigerator Perry.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
Not Sean Payton. Sorry.
Sean
What the
Payton.
hell?
Oh, Walter Payton.
Walter Payton. There
My
you
bad.
go.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton.
I was like, he played for the Bears.
No, he didn't.
No.
I'm just.
That's just
Mike Singletary.
That's just iconic. To me, that's just if you're talking helmet, that's an iconic helmet. But I'm already outvoted, so Jags move on.
All right, Jaguars.
That hurts my soul.
All right, this is Eagles versus Texans.
Eagles.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Eagles.
Eagles.
It might just be a wing, but you know
Bro,
it's a cool
any
wing.
helmet
It's a
that
cool wing.
has, like-
And also, I think the Texans logo on a helmet is not as good as you think it is.
No.
Can you peep the helmet real quick? Here's
Like
what-
any
Oh yeah. No,
like any team that has like a wing or like something within their logo on a helmet,
It's tough.
it looks so much cooler.
It's very
Again,
tough.
next.
Packers versus Commanders.
See, here's the thing.
I'm gonna
If it was, this would be a tough matchup.
If it was the Redskins.
Redskins logo versus the Packers logo, that's just classic on classic.
Or if it was even their black helmet.
Their black helmet is tough.
Their black helmet is better than the red.
Helmet is tough. So do we go with the iconic Packer,
I'm
or do
going-
we go with the new W Commander?
I'm going with the
I'm
Packers.
I would say Packers as well. Cool. So it's a sweep.
I like the Commander's helmet, but it's not better than.
But if it was Redskins, it would be a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh,
if it was
I'm
Redskins,
gonna
it's a
say- if it
conversation.
If it was Redskins,
That's a
I would
conversation.
pick the
the
Redskins.
Redskins helmet is
Yeah.
so much better. piece
So
of
much
shit.
better. So much better.
Bengals versus Rams.
Bengals. You get like the slash on the helmet. It's tough.
I do love
It's
it,
supposed to be tiger stripes.
but I do like.
I thought it was
I
slash.
do love
No,
the
it's
horns.
tiger stripes.
No, I thought it was.
It's tiger
swear-
stripes.
I thought it was a slash. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because they're a Bengal
There's
tiger.
like
Whatever,
seven.
it's still
There's
tough.
also like seven.
It's
of
still
them.
I was
tough.
gonna pick the Bengals
It's
too.
still tough.
I'm gonna pick the Rams just
And it's
because.
nothing. If it was
but-
like, if it was
It
like,
doesn't
I like the Rams.
if it was the St. Louis,
Yeah.
the St. Louis Rams,
I like
like
the- I love the
when
new
they first
colors.
became LA Rams, those ones, that would be tough. But
if
like,
it was their old
like-
Ram like horn,
I would
pick the
Yeah,
Rams.
I still like
that's-
this new one though. It's
yeah,
kind of
that's
clean.
another.
I
version
like
of
it.
iconic.
I just like the
I
other
feel like
one
it fits
more.
their new stadium better.
It is.
It
It's
does.
more.
It's
It's like
it's more
techie.
modernized.
It fits
yeah,
the
yeah.
modern
Yeah.
like building that they're in.
It's like a techie Ram horn.
It fits LA, like
Yeah.
Silicon Valley. You know, like
Exactly. Yeah,
All right.
St. Louis. If it that old one fit more.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Jets versus Cardinals.
I
This
gotta
is-
see. I gotta see the Jets helmet.
I'm gonna go
it's
Cardinals.
just their
It's
name.
the
just
Jets.
their
I like the
name.
Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not fun to put like the name of your team on a helmet. It's just
Not a lot of teams can do that.
Unless it's one team.
Yeah, unless it's one
Only
team.
one team can do that.
team could do that. Yeah.
I'm picking the Cardinals though.
Yeah. Sweet Cardinals. Move on.
All right. Next matchup is Niners versus Broncos. That's a good
This
love
matchup.
is
the
also iconic versus iconic.
That's a good matchup.
You know why it's not? I don't feel like it's iconic because they've changed. The Broncos have changed their helmet a lot over the years.
It's still a Bronco.
No, they only changed it
It's-
since when they
Recently
updated
they've
their
updated.
stuff.
It's a Bronco.
I'm pretty sure they recently changed it.
Yeah, that's like the only time like they actually
saying.
updated it.
It's not the iconic helmet for the past.
They
The Niners
changed.
is-
I think the only thing they changed was like the orange stripe
Yeah,
down
give
the
me
middle.
Niners.
I like the-
I see Niners.
yeah, same.
The Niner. If it was logo, I would pick Broncos, but I'm gonna pick the Niners for the helmet.
Okay.
All right, next
We're
one.
not doing logo though. We're doing helmet. But yeah.
One day we might.
Wait, why is
one,
this
one
other-
day we'll do logo, but that's a whole other story. What?
It says the Chargers twice.
Where?
Maybe
Right here.
one's the Rams.
We already did the Rams.
So then I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
Just
right,
have the Saints.
yeah.
It's fine. Saints move on.
I don't know why it just.
Saints have
it-
a clean helmet anyway. So
Saints have a
it's,
clean up. I
All
already
right.
picked them up with Chargers anyways. so
Minnesota Vikings versus the New York Giants.
the Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings.
The horns.
The Giants helmet is so bad now.
Hold on. What does the helmet look like?
It's just the NY. If
remember-
it said Giants,
Who were the Giants when it was
like the
Oh,
90s,
like I feel like that's. But even the NY is iconic though.
I mean,
But the
yeah.
horns.
Especially when OBJ was wearing it.
But,
It's tough.
but what about Adrian Peterson wearing the helmet?
I agree.
but it's the same thing with the
The
Eagle helmet.
Minneapolis Miracle with
Oh
Diggs.
my god.
It's got the horns.
Okay, I'll give that one to the Vikings. So that
All right.
we're being very disrespectful
If it was
of
the
the Giants.
Gi- if
We're being
it said
very
If it
Giants-
disrespectful
wasn't
of
the
Giants.
Vikings, we would have talked about.
I'm
talked
just
about
saying,
more.
being very
If it was
disrespectful of the
Giants, it
Giants.
said that, I would pick the
Oh shit, we
Giants.
just got a subscriber.
All right.
Nice. Moving on.
Detroit Lions versus the Colts. I'm picking the Colts.
Wait, what's the
I-
Lions one look like? What's the Lions? You picking the Colts?
I'm picking the
Yeah.
Lions.
I like the horseshoe.
I'd probably take the Lions on this one. Lions. The way they had the helmet with the gray and the blue is tough.
Silver. That
Is it silver or gray?
It's silver.
Whatever the one is.
What's next?
I just like the classic horseshoe on the helmet.
Okay.
Buffalo Bills versus the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I'm choosing the Bills. It's half a.
I can't be biased.
It's half a helmet.
I can't be biased. Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna. That's tough because I
Yeah.
really like the Bills helmet. Oh
What's
man.
keeping you with the Steelers? Let me know.
Huh?
Why are you still thinking about the Steelers? Because it's iconic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a
O.J.
very it's,
Simpson.
it's a very unique helmet because they only have
Terry
a logo.
Bradshaw. Talk about that.
2,000
Jack-
yards in
Franco
14
Harris.
games.
Jack
Franco
Lambert.
Harris.
Jack
he was
Lambert.
a killer on and off the
Mean Joe Green.
Joe Green. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know a lot of Bills players.
Tony,
I'm gonna be honest.
Tony
James Harrison.
Don't you
Troy
say
Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu,
Okay,
freaking
say Tony Pollard. That's a-
freaking Harrison. Was James Harrison?
What is that guy's
Santonio
name?
Holmes.
Yeah, but they designed half
Ward.
the helmet.
I don't care.
Larry Foote.
I don't
Who?
care.
Larry Foote.
Respect you for knowing Larry Foote. Yeah, respect you for knowing him. Respect him. Let's respect
What was that
him for
other
his
guy?
name, bro.
J-
Put some
James
respect on his
Ferrier.
Oh my, yeah, bro. Ferrier was tough. I love playing with him
Are
back
you
in
gonna
the
put
day.
your big helmet?
What was his name? Brett Kiesel?
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm picking the Steelers. Let's go. Give me the Steelers.
This is my shot. I'm picking the Steelers.
Yeah. Come on.
It's just
Upset of the
it's
century. What were they? What were
very
they?
unique
The
helmet.
30 seed. We beat the 3 seed. Let's go.
All right, Seahawks
Boom.
versus Bucks.
The only time we beat the Bills.
I'm gonna pick. I like the Bucks.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Ooh, wait, hold on. Oh yeah,
I
Bucks.
like the
Bucks,
Buccaneers.
Bucks. Yeah. I love the Seahawk is tough, but like the Bucks is.
If it was like the old Seahawk, like the old helmet,
Yeah.
it wouldn't even been close.
next?
Next one, Cowboys versus Raiders. Now that's a classic
I'm
matchup.
unfortunately gonna have to say Cowboys because the star is iconic.
I'm going
the
Raiders.
Star is
It's
iconic.
literally a rating of their team.
But the star is iconic. That's America's team for a reason.
I'm picking
I'm sorry, but it's the star.
the Raiders.
Bo Jackson.
You gotta be kidding me, bro.
Bro, the Raider helmet is
Hey,
it's just a star, man.
No,
But
no.
it's iconic.
Shout out
So
to-
is a
That is
Raider.
the most iconic
But
logo
there's nothing
in
more
NFL
prestigious than a
history.
Raider.
So is the Raiders.
That is the most iconic logo in NFL history. It's the Cowboys.
Okay, the
logo.
Raiders were
That's-
just up
you
there
see
with
that
them.
and you know exactly who you're talking about, and you can name any player wearing that star. It's the
Yeah,
that's
but
insane.
the Raiders logo and helmet is right up there with them.
Insane, bro.
I still think there's other teams.
There are
that-
so many people, bro. We're gonna get flagged.
Hey, guess
Oh,
what?
Hey, it
Of
is
all
what it is.
To be fair, of all people to be worried about getting flamed by the Cowboys fans, it's you.
I don't really care about if Cowboy fans flame me.
And I don't like the
It is
team.
what it is.
But the
Cry
logo, is.
Hey, guess what? They can cry about it just like they cry every time
Hey,
they
we
don't
have
make the
all of
Super
Mexico
Bowl.
on our side. And Jake knows it's true.
All right, next matchup.
All them Raiders fans.
We got the Ravens versus Panthers. Mine's the Ravens.
What?
They have their helmet is better than the Panthers.
look at it.
Oh boy,
Oh, what'd you do?
I think I kicked out of it.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. We know who's wearing.
So Ravens versus Panthers. Panthers is right
Just
there.
you pick.
I'm not gonna lie. I like the Panthers blue.
Dude, the Carolina Blue.
And I can't. That Carolina blue is. I would say California. Blue.
Okay, it saved it. Okay, good.
Just I'll let you pick next.
Who you picking?
I don't know yet. I'm still debating. I can't. I'm
All right.
currently-
Give it the upset. Give it the Panthers.
Oh my.
Give it the Panthers.
Dang.
I think.
All right, I take back
Yeah.
my Steeler vote.
No, you don't. It's already there. We're done.
Panthers.
Move on.
What?
Yeah. Carolina
Bro.
blue. Let's go, baby.
That's insane, man.
Let's go, baby.
Sorry, I'm just.
That's
whenever I see that
crazy.
helmet, I think of one player alone.
Cam Newton.
No.
Who?
I think of Luke Kuechly.
Oh yes, that's
That's
That's a better
crazy, man. All right, next one we got the Chiefs
No, next
versus
round, next round.
next round.
There we go.
We have Chiefs versus Titans.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I'll say Chiefs. Doesn't even matter though. Falcons versus Jags.
Falcons. Because
Yeah, Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons. It's
The
not,
Dirty
that
Bird.
one's not even close for me.
No, we can't. Base.
No,
Okay,
that's
if we,
that's not the full Dirty Bird. No,
That's-
it's
yeah,
it's very similar.
All right, Eagles versus Packers.
Packers. The Packs. Come on, that's just
Eagles.
Packers. It's just so iconic.
The wings on the helmet is just better.
Aaron Rodgers,
Packers.
Brett Favre.
Packers.
Okay, this
That's
isn't
just-
about players.
Oh yeah, it was when it's.
It was, but it was not their team.
It's what you think of when you see the helmets. not what you
No,
feel.
it's just what you like.
I'll say Eagles.
Wow, the Packers.
But it's close. It's close.
It's literally the cheesehead.
It's close.
Yeah,
It's close.
and they literally
It's
have
very
eagle
close.
wings.
It's very close. Okay, next one.
Bengals versus Cardinals. Bengals.
Bengals.
Yeah.
Bengals. Yeah, that's gonna be a great matchup. Ooh. Anyway,
All right, 49ers versus Saints.
Niners.
Niners.
Because Saints just made it there because we didn't have
Yeah,
anyone
Saints
else.
made it there for it was a gimme. It was a gimme.
All right.
Did a bye week.
Vikings versus Lions.
Okay, now this one's a hard one. This
I
is
say
hard.
Vikings.
This is hard.
The purple,
Hmm.
the horns.
I'll say Vikings, but that was close.
I was going to pick Vikings
Okay,
anyway.
so it's a sweep. Okay, cool.
All right, next one we got the Steelers.
Wait a minute. Wait.
What?
Did we
What?
do them?
Who?
We didn't do one team in the first round. I just
Who?
realized.
Was that the team?
We
that-
never did the
it's-
Patriots.
Oh,
They
that's
were
why
supposed to
we
go
put the
against
Chargers
probably
twice.
what that was then.
So do you want Saints versus?
Patriots?
Okay, Patriots would
Yeah.
probably beat the Saints.
Yes.
Patriots would beat the Saints, but then
Because
the
that's-
Patriots beat the Niners.
All right, so
Honestly,
where is that?
I love the Patriots. It's like
No, I'd pick
when
the
you,
Niners.
but they got when you
I'd
think
pick
of
the
when you
Niners.
think of the Patriots, you think
okay,
of
but
the
we can't
goat.
see
You got
now.
the
See
goat.
now what we're doing here is
The goat.
I can't pick against
The
Tom
greatest
Brady.
tight end
I
of
I'm
all
can't-
time.
picking the
The
Niners.
greatest
I would still pick the
quarterback.
Niners. I would still pick the Niners.
All right, so it doesn't matter.
But that's close.
I had
That's
to-
closer than the Saints
Yeah,
one for
it
sure.
was
I was just making
closer.
sure we did not say that.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I didn't
Fixing
want to.
my
I just
mistake.
didn't want to like just go through. We probably should have,
Yeah,
but
it's my bad. It's my bad.
they lost
They
anyway.
lost it.
Yeah.
It's,
So now we got Steelers versus Bucks.
Buccaneers. Once again, the goat.
again, no.
Remember, he should
I
be
know.
cheap.
I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted. Right? Trust me. A little payback.
Oh my
The
god.
Panthers.
You know what? Then I'll just say Bucks. So that we can make the Steelers. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's fixed.
All right, next.
I didn't expect us to make it to the Final Four anyway, so it's fine.
Raiders versus Panthers. Raiders.
Panthers.
Cinderella story for the ages.
Bro,
Panthers are
what?
clutch.
I can't wait to see if people say anything about that pick.
They can
that
say
the
all
freaking
you
Panthers
want.
are in the.
I don't read them anyway. He does.
I just like to see how many people
but he
what people
responds.
think about the Panthers being in the final 8.
I think people will hate more the fact that the iconic Dallas logo is out more than the Panthers one has made it to the Final
Bro,
Four.
that's insane that the Panthers are.
Well, guess what?
Or,
Cowboys
sorry,
fans.
not the Final Four.
Cowboys fans should get used to their team
Chiefs
not being around
versus
for long.
That's sweet.
Falcons.
No, what are we on? 6?
Chiefs versus Falcons.
Oh no, it's Elite 8. Are we
Yeah,
on the Elite 8?
yeah.
Yeah, Elite 8. Then
Chiefs
Final Four.
versus Falcons.
Probably say
Chiefs.
yeah, I'll say Chiefs. Yeah.
All right, Chiefs move on. Eagles versus Bengals.
Bengals.
This is where I take the Bengals.
Cincy, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where we take the Bengals on this one.
I like the wing. I
Sorry,
just like the
Eagles
wings.
fans, but that's it was a good fight. It was a good fight.
I would have picked the Eagles. I just like how
good
the
fight.
wings look on the helmet. Niners and Vikings.
And this is where I take the Vikings. This is where the 49ers.
It's Vikings.
This is where
Yeah.
it is. This is where it ends. They made a good fight. It was a good round. They just couldn't. Yeah. That's tough.
Bucks and Panthers. If you say the Panthers, I'm going to lose it.
Nah, I'm going with the GOAT.
Yeah, I gotta take the Bucks. On this.
Thank goodness.
The greatest tight end of all time.
Hey, but Panthers, what a run! What a run! Almost made it to the Final Four. Goodness
It
gracious.
was a crazy run, that's for sure. Chiefs versus Bengals. Bengals.
Bengals take that one.
I don't like whenever the Bengals get any far in anything. I don't like it, but
Now you know how I felt when the Eagles were still there for so long.
Thanks.
I mean they have a great helmet.
Vikings,
So do the Bengals.
Vikings versus Bucks.
Just think it's better than Bengals. Okay, Vikings Bucks.
Vikings.
It's the
I take
Vikings.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then our championship matchup.
Bengals versus Vikings for the chip.
Let's see what Jake.
Of
Jake
the triple
let's-
threat best helmet.
We'll hear Jake.
I want to hear you two first, and then I'll. Jake.
That's tough.
That is very tough.
So I have a feeling who you're gonna pick, and I think I know who you're gonna pick. So I might be
See, why are
needed.
you reading? See, it is a tiger slash.
That's stripes. There's a stripe back here.
It's a Bengals.
No, it's a. They're Bengal tigers.
Am I losing my mind?
Yes.
Yes.
Am I losing my mind?
Yes.
There's no way.
They're Bengal tigers. They have stripes.
Hold on.
That's why the white ones.
Hold on. I just want.
I'm actually.
I am looking this up for my own
I just
sake.
think it's kind of funny that you actually
No,
thought that
it
it was a
is.
slash.
I think it is, bro.
I'm like 99% sure it's stripes. Look how many stripes are on the helmet.
But I'm. Can I look?
Yeah, you can. I'm not stopping you from looking.
I had to. I'm just checking for myself because I thought it was a slash.
You can look. I'm not stopping you.
No, maybe it was a certain freaking. See, when it's the white ones and they're doing like the white, that's when I think it looks like a slash. Okay, now my bad.
But then that's
My
a
bad.
white Bengal
My
tiger.
bad. It's not a slash. Okay.
But then that's a white tiger, or what are the white Bengal? That's a thing. It's true. All right. I'm picking the. I don't know.
Yeah. See.
Oh, that's so tough.
I'm gonna pick the Bengals.
Oh, that's
I'm
tough.
gonna pick the Bengals. I think the stripes apparently.
Do you want to be the deciding factor?
Complement
That's
do you-
so
the entire
hard.
helmet.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking the Bengals, but
Well, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bengals win. Yay!
I was gonna let you pick them honestly.
Congrats
if you
to
wanted
the
to.
Cincinnati
But
Bengals
you
for
both-
making it to the
I wouldn't have been the
championship.
deciding factor.
I said,
though.
would you want? If you said Bengals, I was just gonna ask you if you just wanted to pick the Bengals.
Sure.
I mean,
And then the
I probably
Vikings.
would've
The
picked-
Vikings take second place. So congrats to the Cincinnati Bengals.
I was gonna say Vikings.
You have the best helmet.
when I just said I'm picking like I was gonna say Vikings.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
What's the score?
download this picture, and then I will put it on Instagram. Y'all will see our brackets, and
Score what?
you can agree or disagree with it,
Baseball.
and move on. Are you still looking at your bracket?
No,
Or
I'm just
your fantasy team.
No, I'm just curious. Oh my goodness, we're winning at 8-0.
Okay.
We just had I got an alert for another home run.
Oh, you're talking about your actual game.
My
Okay.
my
All
team.
right.
Okay. I gotta get my game up. You guys talk about something else. Let me get the game up real quick.
It's the fourth. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. We're up 8-0.
Yeah, the Orioles.
Nothing.
The Orioles don't play till 9:40.
Gosh, who are they playing?
How do you watch?
Diamondbacks.
How do you watch games?
How do I watch games?
Yeah. Do you
Like
have-
actually?
Yes.
Fubo.
Okay.
Unless it's like, I mean, there's one where it's just Apple TV, so I got like a free trial to watch it. But I watch because Fubo has like Masson.
Where is it?
I was gonna ask if I could use it sometimes for some Nats games.
Oh, here it is.
That's
All right.
Yeah, because they have. Yeah,
So-
because they have Masson, so they're
Yeah.
both on there.
Because I can't get them
I
because
have it up if you guys are ready.
I can get Phillies games, but I can't get
Yeah,
because I have YouTube TV.
yeah, I can give it to you.
I have this tier list of each team's wide receiver situations. You guys are gonna listen to the tier list, and then you guys agree or disagree.
Wait, can you? Sorry, the situation.
I already just said the cue, so I'll just keep going. So this guy that wants a perspective made a tier list categorizing each team's wide receiver situation
Okay, okay.
from 6 to 1, and then you guys will hear them
Sorry.
and then agree or disagree.
6-1.
6 to 1. There's 6
I
tiers.
disagree.
There's 6 tiers.
Oh, it's tiers. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm
He's
so
gonna
sorry.
say
I
there are
apologize.
6 tiers.
Do you
Yes.
want me to
Okay.
slow it down for you?
I had to slow down for myself.
Okay, first off,
Break it
never-
down.
Never do that again,
Okay.
ever.
Just wait till
No.
my wedding.
No.
You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me move like you've never seen me move before.
Not even at Amanda's.
I wasn't there, so
No,
I can't say
it's
much
gonna
on
be
that.
a lot more than that.
All right, can I get to my list?
Sorry.
please?
I can barely move or stand up.
Just, I'm so sorry.
Keep going.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. All right,
Yes, sir.
Man.
tier 6. So this guy said put Wenzel out there, so I'm assuming he's talking about himself, but like basically like there's not really a good. And this is like I think this is like March. This is like like free agency stuff that happened. So take this with a little grain of salt. But his Titans, Panthers, Raiders, and Patriots. That's why I said Patriots is kind of
Wait,
an outlier.
what is this tier?
he said put Wenzel out there, so like literally he said put himself out there, like to put some talent or something like that. So like it's like they don't have much talent out there. Is what it means. And like I said, Patriots is like an outlier because they just got Stephon Diggs.
Like he's saying, like I could go.
He could go out
play
there
for them?
and play as well as the players that they have out there.
Say them again.
Titans, Panthers, Raiders, and Patriots. And like I said, I know some of these are different because of post free agency.
Yes,
but
I would agree with
just
that.
hear me out on that one. Yeah.
Besides, the Patriots.
Yeah. Besides the Patriots one, I think that would be a good list. Tier 5.
Pre-draft.
Yeah, pre-draft. Tier 5. Concern about depth or high-level talent. There's a couple teams on here. Jets, Saints, Broncos, Cardinals, Steelers, Browns.
Yes.
I'd say the Steelers might be a tier higher because just to DK alone, but I understand we don't have depth. So depth, I would understand why
And,
we're on
like,
my list.
Like George Pickens, like just based off of like, can he be consistent? Like, can he be consistently like a reliable guy?
Yeah.
I can hear that. Totally. Tier 4, the awkward fit between tier 3 or 5. So like they're kind of like in this limbo. Like like they have some good players, but they also like they're satisfied with where they are, but they also could be concerned about their depth or high level talent. You get what I'm saying? That's why it's
Like
tier,
they could
because tier 3 is I'd be satisfied with where they're at, and then tier 5 is concerned about depth or high level talent, and so 4 is like the limbo.
Yeah,
like,
so they're
but not really.
like they can be,
They could be
concerned
some
about
people as fans
depth.
would be satisfied.
but they can get better.
Exactly. So that list
I'm
would
guessing
be
my team's on there.
the Giants, the Jags, the Rams, the Packers, the Cowboys, and the Ravens.
Yeah, I knew the Ravens would be on there.
But I think with the Rams, now they have Devontae Adams, they could move up a little bit on this
I
list.
think they should
The
be up.
Rams wouldn't be on that
Yeah, the Rams
tier
would not be
anymore.
on that tier list anymore. But pre-draft, you could probably understand where they were coming from with that.
pre-free agency. Ravens.
Really, pretty much all these teams. 'Cause I mean, like,
Ravens, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
but also, I mean, you just got D-Hop,
Yeah.
so like now, there's a difference.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
they have depth, but I think they will get more.
Yeah.
I will say one thing. I do like you guys saying D-Hop, but you guys need to get something else because he's.
They will. They're not gonna just stop. They're not gonna stop. They're gonna
I
draft
would definitely
somebody.
think their
Like you-
first round draft pick might be a wide receiver unless they go defensively.
No, they're gonna.
No.
I think they.
I
Get,
think
they'll
they
get a
should- I
great.
think they
I think
could.
if you use your second round
I'm
pick
saying they
on
could.
a
Their
receiver,
first 2 picks are gonna be between these 3, maybe 4. O-line, edge, and corner,
I think they could get a good second round if they wanted
Okay.
one.
or
Sure.
safety, corners like DB.
Okay, tier 3. I'd be satisfied with where they're at. Bears, Falcons, Colts, Bills, Chiefs, Chargers.
We were through tier 4, right? The Commanders.
No, I didn't have not said your team yet.
Wait, so that was satisfied where they're at?
I'll take it. But
And this is where I moved the Chargers down to 5.
Say them again. One more time.
Chargers, all right.
The
This
Chargers
level.
I'd be satisfied with where they're at, which I think is kind of crazy. Bears, Falcons, Colts,
Their
Bills,
receivers,
Chiefs,
Ladd
Chargers.
and Quentin Johnson.
Yeah.
And
Ladd's
also,
good, Quentin Johnson.
also the
Eh.
Colts.
no,
I
not
don't
Quentin
understand.
and Mike Williams.
Mike Williams. Yeah.
The Colts, I don't understand.
It's
either.
basically they have the same receiving core they had 3 years ago, minus
Minus McConkey.
no Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, like Ladd replaced Keenan.
That's what I'm saying.
Which
Yeah.
I'm saying he's
Yeah.
a great receiver, but he's not Keenan Allen.
He is.
Yeah.
That year,
Yeah,
especially.
sure,
But-
sure.
I also don't understand the Colts on that tier. Because they
If
have,
Pittman gets back to his form
They
and Josh
Pittman,
Downs
and
Adonai Mitchell and Alex Pierce become
like I don't know if
good
I would
enough.
consider like Downs a like reliable option.
I feel bad because I
And
know
AD Mitchell hasn't gotten into his own yet.
maybe they are good, and we just haven't seen it because of who's been throwing them the football.
Like maybe
because they've
like
had
I would put
Joe
Pierce.
Flacco throwing them the football for part of the year.
Gardner
Anthony
Minshew
Richards.
threw it last year.
Gardner
No, that's lie. Gardner Minshew.
No, that
part
was
of that
last year.
That was last
No,
year.
but like he,
Or no, 2 years
Adonai
ago.
Mitchell and Alex Pierce wouldn't have been part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alex
they
Pierce
weren't
would have.
drafted. Was he drafted?
Yeah, he was on the team with
Oh, my
Minshew.
bad.
And
Then I
then-
don't know.
but
Then
like-
I don't know.
AD was that draft.
Okay. Gotcha.
No, wait. Last year was Joe Flacco because Gardner Minshew was on the Raiders last year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But like,
I could hear
I
it.
would put
and
Pierce
Richardson
over.
as,
Like, I would, if you're
a
gonna say
QB
it,
to
like,
have a rookie.
I would do Pittman and Pierce, and then Downs.
I also don't know about the Bills.
But Joe
because
Flacco just loved Downs.
Amari Cooper isn't coming back, right?
He has not yet.
Yeah, he has not yet.
Could.
He could, but he hasn't yet.
Yeah, he
So
hasn't signed yet.
Now it's just Keon and Khalil Shakir, which I mean with Josh Allen, it's not too big of a concern.
I think the
but at the same
quarterback
time,
makes. I feel like quarterbacks make
Like,
exactly.
the room
Samuel,
better.
Yeah.
Samuel,
Which
which
is-
is still there.
Curtis Samuel's still
Yes,
there
he's
because they
still
signed him for like a 2-year deal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just don't. I don't love the Colts receivers. There's just something like about it. I don't know.
Okay. Move on.
Yeah.
Okay. Tier 2, Pro Bowl caliber. Dolphins, Commanders, Seahawks, 49ers, Texans, Bucks.
The Dolphins for right now. Who knows what's going to happen with Tyreek Hill?
Exactly. That's why I said this is
Yeah.
pre-free agency.
Right now, yes, because they're still there.
Yep.
Bucks, yes.
Commanders make sense.
Commanders, yeah.
Even pre
Jet-
free agency and post free agency, I think
Yeah.
it's still 2.
Commanders, yes. Hopefully Debo stays healthy.
Seahawks, same thing because we got Cooper
one thing
and JSN.
Then
so
that
I
would
think
be
that's
true.
I will say one thing about I think reason why I think he's going to stay healthy is his usage is going to go down by a lot because with CMC out last year, his usage went up a lot.
I mean,
then-
he was out a lot, though, even when CMC was out.
Yeah.
No, like that's what I'm saying. He got hurt because of his usage going up.
Well, no, like, they were out at, like, a lot at the same time. Like, yes, CMC was
I mean,
gone the
CMC
whole
only
year.
really played one game.
No, he played or two.
Truly, he might have played.
He
more.
played like one full game.
He could have
I'll
played
say.
more, but like
No, I'm
truly,
just saying,
he-
like,
fully
they
healthy,
were
he played
injured
more games.
at the same time a lot of the time. When Debo was injured, like, it wasn't just because, like CMC wasn't there.
I hear you.
I'm gonna say this. It's really hard for him to have not been injured at the same time since how much CMC was injured.
But, like, he's been injured. Like, he's had those issues through his career.
Yeah.
Minus
Also, this is
21.
wide receiver situation, not running back. So like
No,
that could, but that is a factor. It is a factor. I'm not saying it's not.
because it's Debo.
Yeah,
he's
I agree. He's very much a Swiss Army knife. He could do whatever.
He's not even like a receiver. I don't even know. He's just like a
He's a Swiss Army
utility
knife. He's like
guy.
a Taysom Hill
He's a
type
great-
deal.
He's
Yeah.
a utility
Yeah,
guy.
he's a Taysom Hill. Which is crazy to say he's a Taysom Hill, but here we are.
Taysom Hill. Hey, but that's Taysom Hill.
Yeah, no,
We
man,
love him.
Respect it, yeah. And then tier 1, elite playmakers: Lions, Vikings, Bengals, Eagles.
Yeah.
I think that's legitimate.
We said
Yeah.
Lions.
Lions, Vikings, Bengals.
Eagles.
I am gonna say one thing about the Lions that is very controversial. I feel like they're slightly overrated. Because
Who's overrated?
the Lions.
No,
Just
which wide
there's-
receiver?
Like, what
Which
makes
wide
him
receiver?
overrated?
I think Amon St. Brown's a really good receiver, but I feel like who would you have in 3? Because you're 2. I mean,
Dolphins, Commanders, Seahawks, 49ers, Texans, Bucks. That was it.
I think the Dolphins are above the.
Bless you.
Oh my gosh!
Thank you.
The Lions.
You said who?
I think the Dolphins.
You
are
would
above,
switch them.
Yes, I would switch those 2.
The Dolphins and Lions.
Yes,
The only
because
I mean,
let's look at this.
It's a conversation.
the
Jalen
only thing
Williams,
I would
he's
say
good.
is
He's good. He's just
Waddle
fast.
gets injured
He does, but so
a
does
lot.
So is Williams a
Also,
lot.
quarterback play is
No,
a big.
he's gotten
Quarterback
suspended.
play is a big factor.
Okay, I think that's worse though than injuries. Because I think if you are getting suspended a lot, that's worse than getting injured
How many times has Jameson Williams got suspended?
3 times.
Didn't he get? Was he one of the guys that got suspended like the whole year for
he got
gambling?
Yeah, he has to spend the whole year for gambling and for 2 other things.
I think he had an ACL.
for sure. Yeah, it's like he's been injured, suspended. Like,
If we're talking about people not having a great track record off the field, Tyreek Hill's not having a very clean track record either.
See, he's not
Especially
having
kids.
He's not,
Especially
okay.
kids.
I don't like Tyreek Hill as a person, but you know what? It's not doing though.
What?
He's not missing games
But
because
also,
he has a
quarterback
kid.
play is a big difference. Even if
You
he's
know?
not missing games, he's not producing.
I mean,
Jared Goff makes Jameson Williams and
I-
Amon St. Brown produce.
I
Tua
can
has not.
see what you're
He's
saying.
But when all right,
If Tua's fully healthy,
Tua's-
fully healthy through the whole season,
I'm just saying.
that's a conversation.
I like them better because also when you see them play, I'm just saying, look at their performance when they're needed.
I think tier 1's good as is. I'm not knocking Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle as a duo, but like Amon St. Brown and Jameson Williams
Did you-
have proven to us multiple
If
times.
this
But
was-
did you see them in the playoffs?
If this was 2 years ago,
That's when you need okay. No one cares how good
I mean,
you
have
are
you seen
during the regular.
Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill in the playoffs?
I've seen Tyreek
On
Hill
the
during
Dolphins?
on the Dolphins.
Tyreek Hill played well the last time they were in the playoffs. He played well.
Jalen Waddle didn't.
He did not. I'm agreeing, but neither one of the Lions receivers played well. I take one
Also
of those
for the
played.
Lions, the
playoffs?
whole team in general didn't play well that game. They didn't play well. They
But
didn't play like they
the-
should have.
I see what you're
So-
saying, but the only thing that keeps me from switching them, or you're considering switching them, is that Jameson Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown complement each other better than Tyreek and Waddle do, and that's a big factor of duos. Is like how they complement each other.
I could agree.
Because like Waddle and Tyreek are just speed.
And there's nothing
Amon-Ra-
wrong. There's nothing wrong with having two speeds.
Yeah,
There's
like
nothing
but
wrong with that at
Amon-Ra
all.
is
But
like
who's their third receiver? They got another one that's good. The Dolphins.
It was Braxton Berrios, but he's somewhere else now. So
Right,
I
he
have
is gone.
no idea. I don't know who the third would be right now.
Is it Sheffield?
Yeah.
It might
Sherfield?
be
I think,
Sheffield.
yeah.
Yeah. It might be Sheffield.
But Sherfield I think is his.
Yeah.
Where was Tampa Bay?
Two.
Then
Pro
that's
Bowl
another
caliber.
one that I think that could also okay. How instead of saying the Dolphins, what about the Buccaneers? Fully healthy, I would take Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and their rookie. I'm blanking on his name.
I know.
McMillan.
Yeah.
McMillan over.
They didn't get me.
It is McMillan.
They have
Oh.
McMillan
Oh, is there another
Yeah,
McMillan in the draft?
from
Yes,
Washington.
Yes, that's a different.
Different
position.
Jalen McMillan.
But like, I would take those guys over
He was with
the
Penix.
Lions.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. No, that
It's a
I would agree
conversation.
with
It's a
more than the
conversation.
Dolphins.
Okay, I didn't realize that the Bucks were
But
not in there.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
Instantly
I
went
wouldn't.
there first.
But I wouldn't. I wouldn't switch them. I would just add the Bucks to one.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I don't think I,
can
could take
respect-
the Lions off of
Yeah.
one.
Because I think it's elite playmakers. Amon St. Brown
Yeah.
and Jameson Williams, when they're on the field, are elite playmakers. So I think that's where we could be like, okay,
Who's the wide
But I
receiver
would
three
also
on that team?
Tim Patrick
Yeah,
or Khalif Reynolds. I don't know which one.
No,
it's Reynolds.
It's one or the other. It depends on what if they're.
I think
if they're free or not.
I think it's Tim Patrick
It might
now.
be Tim Patrick, but I don't know.
Based off how he played last year,
Yeah.
like since when he joined the team and throughout.
And I won't disagree with you. I think if fully healthy, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are a scary duo.
But if
Disgusting.
here's what I'm just saying: if we had to take one out and put one in, let's say in that situation,
that could be a
That would be
conversation.
what-
that
where
would
we
be the
could
one
talk.
I would do.
That would be a conversation. But I think if you could put the Bucks in that tier one, I don't think that's a big deal.
But since it's tiers, I would just add the
yeah.
Bucks.
If
to
it was
one.
like top
Yeah.
five and like,
Yeah. But how do we feel in general? Good list.
yeah,
I'm a little
Yeah.
bit surprised that my team's not at 3. I thought we'd be a little lower.
I expect us to be 5. I expect them.
I'm not shocked of where my
Yeah.
team is
I'm not
because that's
shocked
what every single person says about the Ravens receiving core. But I think
Alright.
they're gonna get better. So
Yeah.
and they got D Hop now.
And we got D-Hop now, so who knows? And we have DK Metcalf now, so who knows?
Hopefully, he
how
plays
good
better
we'll
with you guys than he did for Mahomes.
be. All right.
I think they will. I think they really like they got him and then just neglected him.
All
They
right.
could have taken advantage of him
to
so
be fair,
much
when
more.
they got him, it was in a weird time because they was we're kind of doing our thing already. But
Yeah,
when
that's what I'm
when you
saying.
have him, you have a whole offseason to work him into a plan.
yeah. Now we got fast food.
Okay.
Good.
We're switching things up
We got
completely.
bracket number 2, but yeah, this is
we're gonna do
that
a
was
lot
our
of
last
brackets.
football stuff, but now we're gonna. Sorry, I have to.
It's gonna be a lot of brackets because that's just fun and you can do so many topics with them.
All right, I have a 32 fast food bracket that we are going to go through from 1 to 32. Emphasis: there are some that we may have not had. Michael over here has been to a lot of places, so there's probably some that he has had.
Oh yeah.
But we're gonna try and keep this as
I'm
fair as
not
possible.
super well traveled around the country, so
Yeah, so we're gonna try our best.
Some of these
I
I've never
I
been
have
to.
them in the same tier list here, or not tier list, same bracket, and it's 32. So we're gonna have to make this quick because I know we're kind of
All right.
we're kind of
go.
overtime. But here we go. First one up. First matchup. McDonald's versus Quiznos.
McDonald's.
Quiznos, I don't think they are. Are they around still?
There's a few.
Maybe.
I believe
Really?
there are a
I
few
did love Quiznos. Because I used to remember those ads they used to run with the
Yeah.
oven. That was
Quiznos is
Those are
what I
It's
think it's pretty
nostalgic.
good. I've
But
never
you-
seen
but
one in a long
Mickey-
time.
Mickey-
It's
though.
been like I remember there used to be
what
one
do
near
you
my
call
home.
McDonald's? What's your nickname for McDonald's?
McDanks.
I say Mickey D's or Don's.
Oh, I've seen. Oh, it's like it depends on the what like I'm feeling. You know, it's just
I
like,
would say McDanks or
I'd
Mickey
prob-
D's.
I'd probably
Don's.
it's either Mickey D's or Don's. I feel like that's the two.
yeah.
Those are the two. Okay, next matchup. Whataburger versus Arby's.
Whataburger.
I don't like Arby's.
I have been to both. So I've had Whataburger once. That was
Is it good?
a great experience.
I guess.
It was,
Okay.
no, it was a great experience for the
Variety is
people I
so
was
much.
with.
They've got so much more variety.
It doesn't
Also-
look good.
Also, it's a Christian
But
owned
I'm
company.
assuming
It is a Christian-owned company, so that also gives you a little bit. But
Like-
Arby's curly fries.
Too. Yeah, but we.
If we go for the curly fries,
But that's the
alone-
only good
If
thing
you're
they
going
have.
to-
But
place only-
the curly fries are tough.
But if you're going to a place only for fries and you don't want to get anything else there, it's kind of bad.
Yeah.
We do that all the.
That's
You
not-
don't go to
but you
McDonald's
don't-
just for the fries.
Yeah, but I like the other food at McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's true.
Nobody wants a beef and
No one-
cheese.
No one's gonna go there and
I'm
like,
not
oh, I'm
saying
not gonna
I'm
get
going
any.
there and having a roast beef sandwich. I'm not saying that at all.
I used to love Arby's, but now I hate it.
Yeah. Okay, we'll say.
I'm gonna
Whataburger.
say Whataburger. I've never had it, but
Boy, you need to go.
I've heard it's good, so I'm gonna go.
Whataburger.
And
It's
I
in the
hate
South.
Arby's.
It's in the South, so it's
Whataburger
kind
is
of hard to go to.
Yeah. All right. Next one.
I want to
Wendy's
really bad
versus
though.
Smash Burger. Have you been to a Smash Burger?
Smash Burger. I've been
Yes.
to a Smash
You've been
Burger.
to a- You've been to a Smash Burger?
Yeah.
I can't talk about Smash Burger, so you two fight this one out.
Okay,
I'd
so-
say Wendy's myself, because that 4 for 4, boy, does that get me through. That
I'm
gets me
gonna
through.
say
I'm
Wendy's.
gonna say Wendy's because there's so much more variety to it.
I agree.
I'm gonna say
Smash Burger
Wendy's
is just
because
for the
I
burgers.
fries in a frosty.
Oh my gosh.
Have you?
that
Had,
goes
okay,
crazy.
they did this recently.
That does go.
Oh, never mind. You wouldn't like it, but you like.
Whoa.
You
Sorry.
like mint. You like mint chocolate, like Girl Scout cookies.
Oh yeah, they have a
The thin mint one.
frosty.
Yeah, they do have. They have
They have a
A thin mint frosty.
It's
oh my god.
it's got like no, but it's like a chocolate one
Hey,
with
what
like
about,
thin mint
hey,
glaze.
hey, side note.
Where it's like chunks
a
of
mint,
cookie.
a mint frosty from Wendy's or the
Shamrock shake.
the Shamrock Shake from McDonald's.
I'm gonna say the Shamrock shake.
Yeah,
Piece-
I'm with you on that. Shamrock
Are
Shake
they
is
both
clutch.
mint?
Yes, you would.
Okay,
Oh,
I
it's
don't-
so good.
One's
Yeah.
mint chocolate and one's mint.
I'm out.
I know you don't like mint.
Weird.
I'm out on
No, I'm
that.
joking. Next
He
one.
is. You're just not for that.
Yeah. All right. Next one up. Popeyes versus Hardee's / Carl's Jr.
Popeyes.
I'd probably say Popeyes.
I love Popeyes.
Stop it.
Bro, Popeyes is so
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
freaking
it.
good.
But for the fries, Hardee's. No, I'm not even joking.
I don't even
I'm not
know.
even joking
I've
with
had
that.
Hardee's. I
Okay,
don't remember
that's
the
fine.
last time I had Hardee's.
Next one
so-
up. Burger King versus Firehouse Subs.
Burger King.
Burger King.
I've
Actually, no, wait. Burger King.
Burger
No,
King.
Whopper's
Burger King.
good. The nuggets
Burger
are horrible.
King.
I've never
Chicken
had.
fries. Chicken. What?
You never had chicken fries?
I love a good chicken.
Oh, you
Chicken
don't
fries
like
are
'em?
so good.
I like chicken
There's
fries.
other places I'm going for chicken. I'm
They
not-
could be so much better though.
They could be so much better. Absolutely.
Like
No-
they have
no doubt
such
in my
little
mind.
chicken in it.
like
No doubt in my mind.
like if there's a Burger King and a Wendy's right next to each other,
Oh,
I'm going to Wendy's.
Yeah.
Get the spicy nugs.
All right.
Oh my
Next one
gosh,
up.
their nuggets are the best.
Dude, and you can get that 50
Yeah, you can get a bucket.
bucket for
Yeah.
cheap.
All right. Raising Cane's versus Panera Bread.
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's. I don't need
When
soup.
I went there, it was
Wait. But Panera Bread mac and cheese is clutch.
Raising Cane sauce.
Chicken.
Texas toast.
Buddy.
Chicken fingers.
I know.
Fries.
Okay.
Chicken.
Yes.
Fried chicken.
Just saying. I want to give some
I
respect
love
to Panera Bread.
I know. I love Panera.
It's like the best place to sit down and write a paper, but not
It
when I'm going
is,
there for
and
food.
I
Bro.
can go and get a good sandwich. That's
Bro,
good for.
Panera Bread-
I'm on a calorie deficit right now. I'm trying to not eat that much. I can get a good sandwich there.
But Panera Bread soup and sandwich.
But I'm not saying I wasn't gonna pick Raising Cane's.
So
I was
good.
going to pick Raising Cane's, but I wanted to put some thought into Panera Bread 'cause it's good.
Panera is good. I love
Next
Panera.
one up: Taco Bell versus Wingstop.
You know, I've never been to Wingstop.
Taco Bell versus. I'm going Taco Bell just because of variety.
I've never been there. It
I
looks
wasn't
good.
I wasn't saying Taco Bell for the variety, but that is one reason. You know why we're going to Taco Bell?
Baja
Because that
Blast.
Baja Blast. Yes, sir. That's
I
that Baja
was gonna
Blast.
say
Go
Taco
crazy.
Bell anyway.
That Baja Blast, go crazy.
The Crunch Wrap,
All right, next one up.
cheesy steak burrito.
Yeah.
Next,
Okay, if you like a good super salad, you gotta come visit me in my work. We do that. We have like that whole thing.
kitchen kettle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll do it. I love soup and sandwich.
Then come visit. Yeah, all right. I work tomorrow.
I I love
I don't,
Panera soup and
but I'm
sandwich.
still not going.
Yes.
No, I'm joking. Shake Shack versus Del Taco.
Shake Shack. Never been to Del
Shake
Taco.
Shack, yes. Del Taco is basically
The worst version of Taco Bell.
It's like a Wendy's that serves tacos.
I'll probably say
They do have one thing that's
I'll
really
say
cool.
Shake
though.
Shack. I'll say Shake Shack.
You can get a bucket of like tacos like this big that are like bite sized.
Oh, like the mini frozen tacos.
Hey,
it's
I
like
love
the
our
beef and cheese.
conversation, but we got it.
Chick-fil-A.
Keep that jump. You know what I'm saying? Chick-fil-A versus Bojangles.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
I don't think that was the question.
Bojangles is good.
Bojangles is good, but Chick-fil-A is top tier. A&W versus Sonic.
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 AW is just nothing.
Bro, Sonic drinks.
I just got two
Yeah,
yesterday.
cherry limeade.
I just got a large
Ocean
cherry
water?
limeade. I've not had ocean water.
It's so good.
Oh my
But the cherry limeade is
This
that's good.
this might be a very tough matchup depending, but we shall see. Five Guys versus not this one, the next one. Five Guys versus Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers. Have you had that?
Freddy's? Or
Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers.
I've had it.
But it's Five
Five
Guys.
Guys.
Five Guys. Okay, cool.
It's just if it wasn't for the
Way
price.
overpriced.
But yeah, Five Guys is pricey.
Insanely priced.
In-N-Out versus Dairy Queen.
Never had In-N-Out. I want to very badly.
But I know how you feel about
Okay,
In-N-Out.
so
I know
went to
how you feel
so I went to
about
Dallas recently, and I was
You
there
think it's
for
overrated?
3 days. No, let me.
In-N-Out.
Okay,
And
sorry.
I went there 5 times.
So you love it.
I love it. It's so good.
It's so good.
Do you get
Aren't they a
animal
Christian
fries?
company too?
Hmm?
Aren't they a Christian
They are a
company?
Christian company. Like on the bottom of the cup is John 3:16.
Yeah.
Did you get animal fries?
I did not. I got the same. I got burger.
I
I
want to
didn't-
try it so bad because
Bro,
every person says it's so good.
It's so good.
We need to do a trip down
To
south.
Texas?
I think Texas is the closest.
Wherever in and out, the closest In and Out is.
Can you find that out while I do the next one?
I got you.
All right, Jack in the Box versus Qdoba.
Qdoba. I've never had Jack in the
yeah,
Box.
I've never been to a Jack in the Box, but
I've heard that's good,
it's
too.
I heard it's really good, but I've never been there myself. Did you ever gonna pick Qdoba or? Jack
I'm
in
not
the
a fan of either one really.
Okay.
So
All right, Culver's versus Jimmy John's.
See, Culver's, I've heard has their burgers are insane. I've heard,
Yeah, their frozen custard is not.
but I'm gonna say Jimmy John's.
I'm probably gonna say Culver's. I like their fries. Culver's got pretty good fries.
Okay,
They're not top tier fries, but
Jimmy
like
John's
they're
or
pretty good.
Culver's?
They're pretty
oh,
good
Culver's. I hate Jimmy John's.
fries. Yeah,
I eat that word too much.
I
with
used to work there, so
we pretty much have. We've been.
They do have
we've-
hot subs now,
We've
though.
been chalk for most, other than a few, which is fine.
they do have hot subs though now.
All right,
Jimmy John's.
Chipotle versus Blade's Pizza.
Chipotle. I don't care who.
Chipotle.
Blaze Pizza is good. It's owned by LeBron James.
Fun fact, did not know that.
But
Chipotle was gonna win that.
Okay.
I worked there.
And then last one of the first round, Zaxby's versus Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Zaxby's.
I've never had Zaxby's,
If
but
you-
Jersey Mike's is very hard to beat.
Zaxby's is good.
Let me
but I'm
tell
going
you.
Jersey Mike's because I love a cheesesteak. I get the
Bro, their
it's-
Chipotle cheesesteak or
Bro.
Chipotle chicken cheesesteak.
Bro.
Yes.
Oh, oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm sure Zaxby's is good. Never had
Well, I
it.
know Zaxby's. I know it's good.
But I know that Jimmy John's is probably better.
All right, so the closest is in Texas.
It is
Okay.
in Texas?
So we would need to
So I'll
go
go
to
to
We gotta go
Texas.
to Texas. All right. On to round 2. Okay, McDonald's versus Whataburger.
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Dang.
Because you know why I'm going to say it? You
Right.
can go. I can go to McDonald's right now.
We can't
Yeah.
really go
I
to
can't
Whataburger.
really go to.
But if I had
It's-
the experience from McDonald's,
Availability is gonna make it a lot
Yeah,
easier.
availability is a lot different for us. But like,
Yeah.
goodness gracious, Whataburger.
I wish there's so many like places in like the South.
I'm so happy there's a Shake Shack here.
And, like,
I'm so
West-
happy there's a
I'm
Shake
surprised
Shack here.
there's one restaurant I'm surprised it's not on this list now that we're on the second round, and that's Cookout.
I heard
It's a pretty big-
my family's been to Cookout.
I could have replaced one with that, but I didn't think about it.
I've had bad.
But shout out Cookout. Now you want to talk about variety? Cookout
That's a
has
massive-
variety. I heard so many things on that restaurant I have not had yet, but I would love to try. But anyway, next one up: Wendy's versus Popeyes. Now,
Wendy's.
This is a good 8-9 matchup. This is
Wendy's.
a great 8-9 matchup. This
I'm
city
going
is
to
beautiful.
Wendy's just because you can get more than just chicken.
Yeah, I'm doing Wendy's. Bless me.
But a good baconator goes such a long way. A good baconator goes such a long way.
Because you can get nuggets and a bacon
And
egg.
Frosty.
Oh, and a frosty.
Okay. Burger King versus Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's.
Yeah, Raising Cane's is taking this.
Burger
one.
King sucks.
Sorry, we just
yes.
talked about the chicken fries version.
Yes. They don't have a lot.
Compared to Raising Cane's, yes. But Raising Cane's is a limited menu, but the menu is
But
good.
Burger King is not very good.
They don't make a lot, but what they do make is amazing.
Exactly. Taco Bell versus Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. No, wait, no.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Sorry, I said that way too fast.
I love Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. All right, Chick-fil-A versus Sonic.
Chick-fil-A.
You know, you guys are making me really hungry.
I slipped up
I
there.
am also hungry. I'm also very hungry.
I slipped up
I am
there.
trying to get this
What was
done
that?
so I can go home and get food.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
I said Sonic like
you
immediately,
did say Sonic.
and I
for-
didn't mean to
yeah,
say that.
Yeah, you did. All right, Five Guys versus In-N-Out.
Five Guys.
In and out.
I'm still taking In-N-Out.
I can't. Yeah.
I'll take
We are
In-N-Out.
not blaming you for picking it. We're going to
Hey,
take it to
In-N-Out,
In-N-Out.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be a crazy matchup next round. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know.
Oh, don't lie, just say-
Yeah, he already saw it. It's gonna be tough.
Well, now I'm left out.
Qdoba,
That's
you'll
tough.
see it. You'll see it. Qdoba versus Culver's.
I've never had Culver's, so I'm going to say.
Qdoba.
I'll probably say Culver's, but like we'll say Qdoba. I like Culver's though. Shout out Culver's, bro. It's a good place. Chipotle versus Jersey Mike.
Chipotle.
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 Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Round number 3. McDonald's versus Wendy's.
Wendy's.
McDonald's. I love Wendy's, but you're not beating
I like
Don's.
Wendy's.
You're not beating Don's, brother.
A Big Mac.
Oh my gosh.
I
yeah.
love Big Macs.
Baconators go crazy, but a Big Mac.
Yeah.
Remember
What if Big Macs had bacon?
What was it? 2-3 months ago. Remember with the chicken Big Mac? Dog. That
What
was
if
so
the
good.
Big Macs had bacon? I mean, you could probably add it.
You can.
but-
Yeah, you can
I'm
add
pretty
it,
sure you
yeah.
can.
That'd be
Add
so
it.
good though.
You
I've
can
never
There's
add
a
done
bacon
it.
quarter pounder.
Yeah, you can just add it.
Yeah, I've never done it though, but that sounds
Raising
good.
Cane's
Sounds like
versus
something
Taco Bell.
Oh, that's a tough one too.
I'm gonna say one thing.
Oh,
I don't feel sick after eating Raising Cane's.
that is a good fact. That is a great
I
factor
think
to put in
Raising
there.
Cane's
That's a great
sauce.
factor.
I think cane sauce in the toast
That clears.
makes me pick Raising Cane's.
Yeah, I'd probably say that clears the Baja Blast.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That clears. Because we could go get Raising Cane food and then just get a Baja Blast from the gas station,
Like,
and
bro,
we're
it's
fine.
Oh, yeah.
Raising
So
Sheets-
honestly,
Sheets is
I'll
Baja
take Raising
Blast,
Cane's
too,
on that
so-
one.
Raising
if,
Cane's,
If Taco
I
Bell
get
did not make the Baja Blast so like
Ex-
available now, I would probably say Taco Bell because you only get the Baja Blast like a couple years ago it was like only when they had it a few times out of the year,
Yeah.
and now it's just available.
Like ever since I went to Raising Cane's, like we all went to Raising Cane's. Every time I talk about Raising Cane's,
When
I
are we
just
going
get
back?
happy.
When are we going back?
We gotta go back. We gotta make a trip.
I want
It's
it.
an hour and a half away. We can make a day
All
trip
right.
out of it again.
Well, why don't we just go to when we
I
go to
kind of
Top
want
Golf?
Dave's Hot Chicken
That's
again
true.
too.
Oh, there's one in Lebanon.
What?
What?
Dave's Hot Chicken. Amanda
Is it
texted me.
Lebanon?
Yeah, there's one in Lebanon.
Really?
Yeah, Amanda
no.
texted me.
Yo, let's go. All right.
We should try Frisco's.
We should have put Dave's.
Have you been to Frisco's?
I have. It's just been a long time.
We should
Yeah.
go to Frisco's. I've never been there.
We should not have done a food bracket when we haven't eaten dinner yet.
We should-
Now we're very hungry.
All right, go.
Anyway, Chick-fil-A versus In-N-Out.
In and out.
Chick-fil-A.
Sorry, that was way too fast.
That
Chick-fil-A.
was very fast.
Can I
Yeah,
tell
you
why-
already answered.
I'm gonna be honest. Can I explain myself?
Go ahead, explain, because I have to figure out who I'm
What do you
picking.
mean you don't have? You like In and Out.
He's like, he needs a minute anyway.
I
so
need a
I'm
minute
good.
to
Okay.
think.
I'm
gonna-
doing Chick-fil-A.
Just In and Out. Because they have chicken there too.
I think he has I think his love for.
Oh
he has
my
serious
God.
love for In and Out.
Here's the thing.
Chick-fil-A has also changed
Have
how
I
they cook
only
stuff.
had
Sounds
In-N-Out
good.
one time in my life? Yes. But do I remember that experience more than any other Chick-fil-A experience I've had in my lifetime? Yes, because it's so freaking good. But
It's like me with Raising Cane's.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is just like, you can't go wrong with a good Chick-fil-A sandwich, fries, and a drink. You can't go wrong.
Chick-fil-A is
You can't.
it has
I will
to
say
No
be
one-
matter
in the
what
finals.
Chick-fil-A,
I'm gonna
no
throw this
matter
one
what
in.
Chick-fil-A you go to, it's banging.
Well, I will say one thing: the price at In and Out though makes it
Price
a
in
lot
and out
better.
is
A lot
cheap.
better.
It's cheap for sure.
You can get a cheeseburger,
But-
drink, fries
But
for like
for
$10.
the love of Chick-fil-A, I gotta keep Chick-fil-A.
For the love of the chicken,
For the love of the chicken.
the
Okay.
true chicken,
My goodness. All right.
America's chicken.
All right,
That's
and
Raising
then
Cane's.
we got Qdoba versus Chipotle.
Chipotle.
The
Chipotle.
battle of the bowls, because a good Qdoba bowl goes a long way.
Yeah,
Chipotle.
but a good Chipotle bowl.
It goes crazier. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Chipotle.
Yeah,
I can't-
There's a
I-
reason why
I
you'll-
can't
There's a
choose.
reason why you'll pay extra for that guac.
I pay extra for the queso. Let's get
Either way, you'll do both.
Queso. All right.
I'm a good guac.
Okay, so
Final
let's hurry up.
4. Here we go. Don's versus Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's.
I'm thinking
Raising
Don's.
Cane's.
No way! Raising Cane's makes the final.
Yeah.
Yep.
Insane.
It's insane.
And then I know my next one.
All right, Chick-fil-A versus Chipotle.
Chick-fil-A.
A good chicken bowl.
All right, and then in our final championship, Raising
Battle of the
Cane's
Chicken.
versus Chick-fil-A. I'm picking Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry.
I'm doing
I'm not picking
Chick-fil-A.
against Chick-fil-A. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Chick-fil-A is the best restaurant,
Fast food restaurant.
fast food restaurant I've ever been to. Raising Cane's,
consistency-
but Raising Cane's being second, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
I would say
I'm
it's
not
Chick-fil-A. Like that's actually like
Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, Don's. Top
And
3.
Chipotle.
And Chipotle 4. I think that's great.
yeah.
You can't go wrong with it. One of those 4, you cannot go wrong.
Speaking of which, where am I going to get food after this?
So fat.
Yeah, I'm hungry now.
I'm hungry now, bro.
All right,
get-
let's do the
All right,
verse.
I gotta hold on. I gotta take a picture of this.
Do the verse so we can go get food.
I want us to get food. That's the thing. But I want to get the bracket on here so I can put it on Instagram. Yeah. No way. All right, so I'm talking about after the podcast. Okay, cool. All right, let me go.
Well, I'm just. Are you saying go get food?
Yes.
Are we going to get food together, or are we just
We'll talk about it after.
after? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Because I am severely hungry now. All right, Jake, go ahead. Cue up the Bible verse and I'll read it.
All right, now we're gonna go into Bible verse of the episode. Do you want me to say what it is?
Yeah, you can say it.
Today's episode. Today's verse is Genesis 22:9-14.
Gotcha. All right. It's a little long, so I'll try to make this quick. When they reached the place God had told them about, Abraham built an altar there and arranged wood on it. He bound his son Isaac and laid him on the altar on top of the wood. Then he reached out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. But the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven, "Abraham, Abraham." "Here I am," he replied. "Do not lay a hand on the boy," he said. "Do not do anything to him. Now I know that you fear God, because you have not withheld me from me, your son, your only son." Abraham looked up, and there in the thicket he saw a ram caught by its horns. He went over and took the ram and sacrificed it as a burnt offering instead of his son. So Abraham called that place "The Lord will provide," and to this day it is said, "On the mountain of the Lord it will be provided." So I read that real quick. My notes out.
Excuse me.
Quick. Okay. Now, this again, shout out. I'm gonna glorify. We might have to
Sponsor
talk about
us.
sponsor us at this point because I've been using you a lot.
I
but
used it too.
This
Sponsor us.
verse, this devotion I read
Please.
today was basically about we're going into like, since Easter's like 2 weeks away at this point, we're just talking about like from the beginning going to Jesus' death and resurrection, how everything led up to that point in history.
Yeah.
So last week was about the fall and Adam and Eve and all that stuff, and today's about Abraham. And basically it was talking about how like, how do you find God in the midst of something that you can't control, or something like in moments of hopelessness and things like that. And so this verse, for the context, Abraham was told by God that he needed to sacrifice his only son Isaac. And God didn't give him a reason. He didn't tell him what the reason was for it. He just said, do it because basically like, if you want to be my servant, you need to do this thing. And Abraham willingly, even though it hurt him to his core, because that's his only son, the one that God was provided for him way back. If you know the story of Abraham, you'll know that at the beginning they waited so long to have a son, and now they had him, and now God was like, sacrifice him. And some people that like, God was pulling a gangster move, but like moving on. He was confused, he was anguished, but Abraham obeyed anyway. He was like, God, if this is what you want me to do, I trust that you know the plan. And so Abraham was going to go through with it. He went all the way to, like, had the knife up in his hand, ready to stab his son, and then the angel said, okay, you obeyed, and now I know how far you can go for to be obedient to God. And then you saw in the end a ram in the thicket, which now they didn't waste their offering thing, the burnt offering. They did the ram, and that was the burnt offering. That ram is important. That ram is important to the story of Jesus, because that ram is the metaphor of Jesus, because that's the sacrificial ram or lamb, as we call it, to save us all from our sins, is Jesus. And so that verse is like that was the redemption. That's the redemption story. It was like our miraculous substitute sacrifice. Like it could have been us on that altar that we were going to be stabbed, but instead Jesus took that for us. So that we are now able to live our lives free of sin and death, and now we can enjoy being in the majesty of His presence and things like that. So basically, this whole devotion was about trusting God, or trusting that God will provide even when you can't see it. So it was that the Lord, even though like in those moments, like people with anxiety and things like that, you're anxious about things that may or may not, like for future, you just have to trust that God knows what He's doing and He's going to provide. Like allowing that the Lord will provide, like Abraham declared at the after he did the offering, was like the Lord did provide because He provided the substitute sacrifice. So that was in essence my Bible verse of the day. I'm gonna probably keep doing this every time, because since we're getting so close to Easter, we're gonna just keep going to the same tune. And then once we hit probably the weekend before Easter, I'll probably do a video or something about like the gospel. And because I know there's probably people on here who haven't heard the gospel. I want us to be the first to talk about that, because I think that's important for our fan base and things like that, to see how I truly want people to know and understand why we believe what we believe. And I think that's important. Same. So
right back.
You got anything else? You got anything else you want to say about that specifically?
No, I mean basically what you said, but just trust God. Like no matter how hard it seems, even if it seems like it can't get any worse, it seems like you have no way out. You're going through a storm in your life, but just trust God, because He doesn't make mistakes. He has a plan for you, whatever you're going through or will go through, good or bad. There's a reason God wouldn't put you through it unless you can get through it and prosper through it and after it and be better follower of Him and just a better person because of that. So just no matter what you're going through, just keep
It sounds alright.
Keep going. Yeah. You got it.
Dude. Yeah. I was going to say, remember my tangent I wanted to get into? Because now we can't get into it, because golly, you were almost, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it next week, but bro, I want us to talk about it.
TikTok.
I want to talk about it because I think it's something important. But yeah, Mike, do you have anything else?
No.
Jake, do you have anything else?
Nope.
God bless you guys. Hope you have a great week. Jake, hits with that.
That's going to wrap up this episode of the Triple Threat Podcast. Make sure you go check out our channel. We appreciate if you like and subscribe. Smash that like and subscribe button. We'll see you next episode. God bless y'all. Peace.
See ya.